I mean, the last time I talked, I heard about a whole Chelsea rebrand. But if you guys want to go back to your slutty ways, going through managers,
Wow.
Back toss.
Wow.
Let Vader speak on
Is
it.
he lying?
They're pimping out themselves
Is
now.
he
Speak your
lying?
truth, Vader.
Is he
Speak your
lying?
Did you know how many times I cried? You know how many times I cried, bro? Every time I see Nagelsmann coaching,
You can't call this team a golden generation. There's nothing.
I was asked, what is a register? I swear he said, someone.
No way.
I knew it.
Once is an anomaly, twice a coincidence, 3 times is a pattern, 4 times is juju. That's my saying. So I'm sorry, it's witchcraft is happening. It's the child is the main man here, guys. They're calling them the best duo in world football right now. That's what they're saying. We have to have a conversation about Rodrygo and Vini. Yes, a guy on his space compared Conor Gallagher to Vinicius Jr. Yes, that did happen on the Twitter platform that is satanic. So we want to talk about Rodrygo, we want to talk about Vini, and how good are these two? Can these two be compared? Are they an amazing partnership? Are they overhyped? Is there an Osasuna tax? And what are we saying about what these guys can do going forth into the future? I'm sorry, you're not beating City. City is getting in trouble. I'm going to have to accept that. So we're going to have a discussion about that. I'm accepting apologies right now. I'm so happy Zeman is here. I'm accepting apologies for Joao Felix slander. Joao Felix has answered the call. Felix has answered the call for all of you haters who tried your best to denounce him, tried your best to put him down. Chelsea survived relegation. Chelsea going to be back for revenge next season, and we all need to give Felix a quadruple-spaced apology. I cannot wait for that. Salah has hit a milestone for Liverpool. Huge milestone, huge goal scorer, and I think this should be a Salah appreciation. I'm talking about Salah's impact on Liverpool Football Club and clowning all of those who said 15 marks and denounced and don't believe that Salah would do these things. Also, something very interesting happened. Napoli, we know that they are winners, and the Serie English Twitter handle puts in a poster of Maradona crowning Khvicha. Nigeria Twitter went crazy and said, why aren't you crowning Osimhen, the top goal scorer, top African goal scorer of all time ever in a Serie, and the guy whose goal pretty much sealed the deal. So we're going to have that discussion as to who was more important for Napoli, Osimhen or Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. Guys, welcome to Football Hangout. We are here to entertain you for this Saturday night. Like the vid, subscribe if you're new, and remember, this is going to be on Spotify. For you podcast merchants, there's now an exclusive episode if you subscribe to your boys' podcast episode that I did a 30-minute football content crack about the future of football post the World Cup. You can check that out on Spotify and so forth. There's a little teaser, and if you subscribe, you get that 30 minutes content crack. But this, as well as Sunday's Hangouts and all future Hangouts, will be available for all of you on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on Amazon Podcasts, and on Google Podcasts. For you podcast merchants, you can listen to this while you are on the run trying to get that cardio in. So guys, welcome to the show. Remember guys, anybody who wants to join, just feel free to head over to my Twitter page, click the link, and this is open for anybody to hang out. That's what it's literally called Hangout, where you're hanging out, just talking, man. So let's start relax. Let's start in a relaxed manner. So let me hit my stream marker right here. So shout out to Osasuna, who we all knew that these guys had a minus 68.7% chance of doing anything against Real Madrid in a Copa del Rey. Now, let's just say one thing straight. Shout out to Misby Nation and everybody who is watching. A Copa del Rey is a failure of a season for Real Madrid. For Real Madrid, I need to see either a La Liga or a UCL. So this is just a little primer and tester ahead of the first parts of the showdown on Tuesday at the Bernabeu against Man City and that freak of nature known as Pep and Haaland. So let's just be real. A Copa del Rey ain't it. Real won that UCL, which they won't get. Pep tax, oil tax rather. But I want to talk about Rodrygo and Vini. So Rodrygo dropped a two-piece, and I think that although he dropped a two-piece, and although we have to really have that Rodrygo conversation, I think we all know that Vini is tier 1. Go look at the football ranking. Vini is tier 1, and I think Vini is playing the football of his life. And anybody who knows football knows that Vini is one of the best players on this planet right now. Vini has taken the place of Neymar as the best Brazilian football player in the world right now. Neymar, what are you doing? Get your ass off Twitch and get away from your sister, please. So, but I want to have a conversation about both of these guys. How do we rate these guys? Because this is my notion, and I'll kick this over to Zima. My notion has always been Vini is the more dynamic. Vini is the match winner. Vini is that extraordinary player. But I feel that Rodrygo is the more consistent, refined player. Because Vini could either give you like a rare 5 or 6, or he could give you like a 10 out of 10. Rarely Rodrygo will drop below an 8. But I don't think Rodrygo can give you as many 10s as, let's say, a Vini can give you. So it depends what you want. I think you're always going to be consistent with what you get from a Rodrygo, but from Vini, sometimes it could be sketchy, other times he can just be absolutely outstanding. So, Zeman, talk to me. How are you rating both of these guys? Who is better? Who is worse? What is their upside? What can they be? And also, right now, are we saying that this is the best partnership in football, or does Havertz and Gallagher have something to say about that?
That's a crazy shout, man.
Why laughing?
Shout out to them for avoiding relegation, man. Shout out to them for avoiding relegation.
Z-Man, wait till we get to the Felix topic, Troy. Wait till we get to
I can't wait for that too, man. I can't wait for that. But talking about, I think Rodrygo's more dynamic. I don't think Vini's more. Yeah, think about it. This is a guy that can play central. This is a guy that can play on the flank. He's more dynamic. I feel like off the ball, he has better movements. So when it comes to being dynamic, and plus I feel like this guy has better shooting technique. So when you put all that into consideration, I do think he's more dynamic than him because he could offer you, multiple positions. But I feel like
who is better?
Vini is an exceptional dribbler. That's how a dribbler should look like. I mean, this guy.
No, Ziman, I said who is better. Not did I say who is better? Who's the better player? Who would you rather have in your team?
In my team, Rodrygo. I would rather have Rodrygo
over Vini.
Yeah, because you're talking about my team. So Rodrygo's a goal. Rodrygo would fit in perfectly for that central role as well. I feel like he's much better when it comes to connecting with teammates as well. I think he can be that connector, and I feel like we still haven't seen the best of Rodrygo. I still feel like there's more to him. But
so you think that he's still a few ways from his peak, from his ceiling?
Yeah, as crazy as that sounds, as good as he is, I feel like there's more to him.
Yeah, no, I can see that. No, I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. And when he's given the reins to be like the main man when Benzema's out, this guy was shining the most between Vini and Rodrygo when they both started. But again, Vini, he's
but why I find what you're saying is I think most people will consider Vini one of the best players in the world right now based on form. So if you're saying that Rodrygo is better, then you must consider Rodrygo as one of the best players in the world. Or is it just that you would rather have Rodrygo, but you accept that Vini on form is one of the best players in the world?
No. Without a shadow of a doubt, Vini is one of the best players in the world. I don't think Rodrygo is there yet, just because consistency of play, and he's more consistent. I mean, this guy's been their most consistent player so far this season. But generally, I think when it comes to Vini, this guy is frightening, bro. 1-on-1, he's gonna destroy you. You have to team up against him. He's one of those guys where you have to have 4 players around him just to stop him. I think he's this guy's one of the best dribblers in the game. He's just like he's a scary person to defend, man. Every defender gets scared of him because you can't defend him 1-on-1. You can't show him inside or outside because that's how he destroys you. But I do think Vini is going to be the face of Brazil going into the next. Let's see him do it in the international stage. That's what I'm waiting for because we haven't seen.
Wait, face. Wait, what about Nene?
Oh, Nene, shout out to Nene, man, but your time is over.
Hold up. Shout out to Nene. Is that how you're gonna do your boy Nene?
Nay, man.
No,
Won the treble for you guys.
Nah, you got it.
What's
No,
disrespect?
nah, you got to think of it this way, man. The amount of talent forwards that are coming out of Brazil, Nene's time might be finished. He's no longer looked at as the star boy. It might be the next generation. I truly do believe that. I think his time is up, and I just think that comparing him to losers like Kyle Havertz and Mount and Gallagher, and to be honest with you, they're even better than a lot of top tier players. But again, you gotta hand it off to him, bro. I don't understand where these comparisons come from. Chelsea Football Club, but I guess it is.
Basically, the streets are calling you a fruit seller to choosing Rodrygo over Vini. So I'm just wanting to put out that.
Rodrygo, you told me for my team, I need a person like him. That's dynamic.
Okay, sorry. People are calling your team a bunch of fruit sellers. Then that's what they're saying. Then so
I mean, we need a goal scorer like him.
Okay, let me bring in your boy AK and come to you now. So AK, talk to me. Rodrygo and Vini. How do you compare these two?
So I mean, I think they're very symbolic of who they are as people. Like Vinny's very naturally passionate, naturally intense, and that's his game style. He always, whenever Vini tries to beat you in a dribble, he'll try to beat you using his intensity. He wins a lot of duels in a match. Whilst Rodrygo is more of a cultured player. When he's off the ball, he'll find the right spots to score a goal, and he's a much more cultured player, much more cold player in front of goal, in my opinion. So I think Vini is better just because, I feel like just the numbers say that Vini's better, but I think, and I said this before, if Rodrygo plays on the left wing...
we can't be stats merchants here. We're not stat merchants of the channel.
Yeah.
Look beyond the numbers.
Yeah, so for me, I said before even, if Rodrygo played left wing for a team that didn't have Vini, Rodrygo would be seen as better than Vini. That's in my opinion.
Whoa. Hold up. If Rodrygo played left wing for a team that didn't have Vini, he'd be considered better than Vini.
I think on a technical level, he's a more technical player than Vini. How I describe it is, Vini is the match winner who you want to have if you're a team who needs a match winner, right? Rodrygo is the player you would have if you want to be a very important cog in a winning machine. That's how I see.
But both are pretty important though, because
Rodrygo's more clutch.
But then clutch is match.
Goal in the Champions League final.
You're saying Vini is
the 2-piece against Man City.
No, but obviously both of them have scored. Both of them have scored in common goal.
Rodrygo has basically Vini has a greater sample size of him being clutch than, let's say, Rodrygo. Because remember there was one league that, streets tell me, there's one league that Real Madrid won where literally it was all about Vini being clutch. Literally, he was just winning games for Madrid, game after game. But look, it's an interesting one. Okay, look, let me come to Nomad then Kenny. So Nomad, what are you saying, Rodrygo and Vini, if you had to compare these two guys?
Well, Rodrygo had always said that he wants to play at number 10. So that itself tells you the difference in their approach. Exactly. Vini is a pure winger. I think he can even play on the right wing. He's a pure winger. He'll do well on the right wing as well. But Rodrygo could also play as a number 10, and that's why you also need him in the squad. I think he also has better vision and passing than Vini.
Who has a higher ceiling, Vini or Rodrygo?
Rodrygo.
Vini.
Nah, Vini.
No man.
Rodrygo.
I've been trying to tell these guys.
You see, I like because
Rodrygo.
I think this is why this is good, because if I was to present this, people would say, "Oh, Vini," but the fact that it's literally like a split between people's Vini and Rodrygo is interesting.
It is. Remember, Rodrygo,
the thing, though, Real Madrid has both, so it doesn't matter, and they both play the best together.
It just never forget Rodrygo as well as Camavinga. They're both that dudes.
Yeah,
Like a decade from now, both Vinicius. Obviously, we know he's a star and he'll do well, but Rodrygo and Camavinga, they can define the generation.
Nomad, you know what I think? I feel like people think that just because the guy comes off the bench and he's not a starter, they automatically assume that the guy doesn't have a high ceiling compared to Vin. I feel like this guy is like I said, I feel like people are sleeping on the fact of how dynamic he is.
No, because you see, that's what I've always said is like, Vini, I think, that's what I said, like, Vini is the kind of guy who is going to do something. But see, here's the thing. I say Vini's kind of guy that will do something crazy to make you win the match. So will Rodrygo. Like, my thing is that Rodrygo also has that in him because I think Zima actually makes a very good point. Because Vini broke out first, and Vini at such a young age was a consistent starter for Real Madrid, because wow. Whereas Rodrygo took the normal path we thought, because here's real. Vini was supposed to be like Rodrygo if Hazard worked out. So if Hazard worked out, he holds down that left wing, and Vini is the young up-and-comer coming through. Hazard was a complete bust. Vini was fast-tracked, and guys like, man, wow, a guy this young is holding it down as Real Madrid, so we'll just fully focus on him. Whereas ignoring that, Rodrygo is doing what Vini should have been doing if Hazard said what's up. So because Rodrygo is going the path of what a young player should be doing at a Real Madrid, we are sort of ignoring that. No, do you know how good this guy actually is? Like, was that goal when he passed by 4 or 5 guys? Was it against Athletic Bilbao or something where he
Atletico Madrid.
Madrid, yeah.
I was like, the kinds of goals that this guy scored, the kind of things that this guy's done, I'm like, that's why I said, like, Rodrygo's football, I feel, is much more refined and much more consistent. So for me, I have more faith that Rodrygo is going to give me a good game almost every game than, let's say, Vini, because Vini can sometimes be like overrun the ball
also,
too crazy. So
I think he's a more complete player, I think.
Vini tries to put on more of a show.
Also because of the Brazil tax, he might have a higher ceiling than even Musiala.
Oh, 100%.
Right.
Wait. Okay, let me bring your boy Kenny, then I'll come to you, other guys, Blake and everything. Kenny, talk to me.
Yeah, I think obviously the good. I think it depends what you want in your player. Like, for me, if you want like a winger, like a touchline type winger, I think Vini is your guy. The guy, I think 1v1, the guy is like probably the best player right now. Like if this guy is 1v1, like it's done. It's gonna be his man. Like the guy he's devastating, man. The thing he was doing to the fullbacks, like oh my gosh, couple times you just let the ball run past him, like some of these fullbacks, they must be having nightmares. They must be tired of this guy. Obviously, I think that Rodrygo. I think if you're talking about higher ceiling, I think if at their best, yeah, I think that Rodrygo might be a more complete player. But for me, the type of player that I would like, I think for me, Vini is the best player. I like the wing, the guy that takes more risk, the guy that every time he gets the ball, even if he misses, the guy he has that self-confidence. You keep on going, yeah. And I think that obviously, I think Rodrygo might be a better complete player, but for me,
sorry, because the thing I like about Vini is the amounts of pressure he was under and how he still came through.
Yeah.
Because you have to remember that whole instead of like, with Benzema and Felamendi, he's playing against us. That can crush a young player. If you're a young player and so forth, and a senior figures like, man, this guy playing against us, that can crush you. So I think what's Vini, because we have to look at the intangibles. Vini's intangibles are incredible in terms of just his character and his bravery. And just as Kenny says, keep going again. Oh, it doesn't work out, he'll go again. I'll never get to the TED.
Especially at that age.
Yes.
Quickly at that age and at that club, like we've seen bigger players like fail. Especially when you had when you have like 1 or 2 bad seasons, like he had, like usually a lot of these players, and we've seen Brazilian guys, especially like wingers, like they will be like these guys, and they just fail. But the guy, like he stood to it, and then he got his reward, man. So you gotta respect him.
You know what Twitter.com debates are? that Wan-Bissaka would stop Vini. Vini would absolutely destroy Wan-Bissaka. Like, I don't understand where these Twitter debates is from. Wan-Bissaka's getting destroyed.
But see, Zeman,
he's getting destroyed, man. One-on-one.
I don't think so.
But this is what makes it interesting. Wan-Bissaka, make no mistake, is an excellent 1v1 defender. The guy is extremely
he's really
good.
not. He's really not. I argue against that.
No, but Zeman, this is my argument. So let me make my argument. Wan-Bissaka, when you watch him against any guy he goes after, his quality, he's bloody amazing. But context, who is he going up against? People in the EPL. Can you name me any winger in the EPL that is as dynamic or as unpredictable as dribbling or unorthodox as Vini? No.
Mudryk.
No, come on,
Who said
Mudryk?
Who said Mudryk?
No, not Luis Diaz. Ain't no way you're comparing Luis Diaz to Vinny, man.
Blake, I know you're a Liverpool fan. We'll get a Salah, but Blake, stop it.
No. I'm not saying it comes of like who's
you're
better.
wearing a cap now. See, you're actually wearing two caps. You're wearing two caps now. Stop it.
No, but he's going to be playing against Man City. We're going to say he's probably going to be Walker playing against him. I want to see that battle.
No, I'm just saying. You said I'm wearing two caps, man. But you're saying what's his name? The hour's top 3.
But look, can we stay on topic? The hour is for the next topic. Let's stay on topic.
You actually have Son. You have Son who can also turn
Son has no tech.
Drop the
break. Yeah, drop the break.
Yo, let me
Son is not techie, man.
Son is a Korean road runner.
Who do you think Wan-Bissaka is?
Crazy. It's crazy.
No. I'm telling you, Wan-Bissaka, he's a great defender is false, bro. His position is god awful.
Yeah, exactly.
He can't beat you.
No, he said 1v1. 1v1 is
different. He can't stop Son. He can't stop Son.
There are many aspects of defending and so forth. Also his positioning good on the ball. If you are now going up and Wan-Bissaka sees you and it's not a 1v1 ISO, Wan-Bissaka is very, very good. But Simon, I say this because that's why I said that is up against guys in the EPL. There is no winger in the EPL that is as good as Vini.
No, but
if Vini went up against Wan-Bissaka, I think that would be a great spot that I think Vini edges. Because of what I know Vini can. Because I just know hold on, and a bit of you said you don't think so.
I don't think so.
Wan-Bissaka has not faced the kind of Brazilian magic and thinking in the EPL.
Who in the EPL is as good as Vini?
No one, but like
you've seen Vini has struggled as well in La Liga.
Wait,
you're overhyping.
Wait, hold up, BMF.
I said no one in the Premier League is closing when it comes to dribbling like Vini, but I've seen Wan-Bissaka play against teams in the PSG in the Champions League. Mbappe and Neymar, I was seeing him cooking. He literally lugged down Mbappe in the game at home at PSG against PSG.
That's not anything. Upamecano did it too, man. Oops, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Did it too, man.
But I think let me say one more thing.
No. Okay, hold on. But let me respond to that. I know I'm the Mbappe guy. I'm the project guy. He's 5-2 up over Messi in international. So Messi, get up on something. Yeah. But here's the thing, though. Mbappe on a technical level ain't seeing Vini.
No, but Vini has been stopped a couple times in the league as well. Let's not just.
It is possible. What is this? What is this overhyping Wan-Bissaka, man? What is this? Wan-Bissaka can stop him. Wan-Bissaka can't. I'm telling you, Son and his good day can turn him inside out.
Son isn't getting past 1%. Son in 2023 is not getting past 1%.
Son's an awful footballer. I've been saying Son can't.
Yep. And Wan-Bissaka is brilliant.
I said,
BMF.
With Wan-Bissaka, right? He has the 1v1 defending trait, like you actually see with other fullbacks around Europe. That trait he has 1v1 against any wingers of the world, you can just lug them down. You actually see other fullbacks, right back or left back, having those type of skill set to lock up a player. So when hopefully when United get to and get Champions League, I hope we see Vini versus one day and try to see
it's about to be a manslaughter, bro. I'll give you it's about to be a manslaughter.
It's not
exactly what he's going to be playing against Walker this Tuesday. We're going to see it.
It's going to destroy Walker.
Walker is a better defender than Wan-Bissaka.
No.
Yeah, what is this Wan-Bissaka? I don't understand this, man.
I don't understand where this is coming from.
No.
Yeah.
Zimmer with the 8.
Hold on, no. We'll see on Tuesday. If Walker is up against Vini, Walker is locking up with Vini. Now, here's the thing though. Vini may get he passed 1 or 2 times, but over the period of 90 minutes, Walker is going to lock up Vini. Walker is difficult to get past 1.
Like last season.
I don't think so. I don't think Walker is difficult.
I think Walker has the experience as well.
Wait, hold on, Blake.
Yo, can you just take a quick look what I tagged you on Twitter and watch Wan-Bissaka get cooked and get his ankles broken multiple times, man. That dude is overrated, man.
There's a reason he was brought out to the freezer, man. He was put in a freezer.
Dude was on the bench. Just look at the clip. Look at him get his ankles.
For copyright, man.
No. I'm not done. I'm just thinking it now. Oh, come on, bro. Everyone's done that before.
No. But Wan-Bissaka, I've seen him get cooked by Hazard. I've seen him get cooked by William. Why are we acting like this dude is some world beater?
Exactly.
Everybody.
Who said he's a world beater? I just said the guy he's one of the top guys I see in terms of 1v1 defending, and
that's why I was holding bench.
Also,
exactly.
Do you know what was so crazy? This just shows you why defenders get such a raw deal. Do you know that a defender can lock you up for like 80 minutes? If attacker does one thing, it goes viral. But the 6, 7, 8 times that he's locked you up, that doesn't even get clipped. So the one time an attacker gets the better of you, that goes viral. But what about the 8 or 9 times that I dispossessed you?
That's the hard life of a defender. That's the hard life of a defender, man.
No, Zima, it's a highlight, but Zima, I'm sorry. That is unfair. If a attacker is constantly cooking you and messing you up, then boom, you got him. If over 90 minutes,
you only cooked him one time,
I dispossessed you 20 times, you only cooked me 1 time, I'm sorry, no, I got the better of you. Because if you're going to go at me 30 times and you get past me twice and I dispossessed you 28 times, I won the battle.
What about you get past the person 1 time, but you score the goal or score the win or something like that?
No, but here's the thing though. It's about who got the better of the other person. True. If you beat me that 1 time and then you got the goal, hey, goals winning games. But if it's a battle and out of the 20 times you've come up against me, now this is how football works. So let's say you go at me 20 times and you beat me 7 times and I dispossess the other times, the attacker cooks me. Because let's be real, dribbling is harder to do than defending. So let's say I got the better of you 7 out of 20, I cooked you. If I got the better of you like 3 out of 20, I'm sorry, I got the better out of you. It's about context.
You know. This is what I hate about like when you're rating a defender. It shouldn't be based on moments or one moment where the attacker passed them, because it's like that's the thing. That's the only thing that gets highlighted. I agree with you in terms of that's the only thing that gets highlighted. Nobody highlights the fact that this guy stopped him multiple times throughout a game. All everyone remembers is that one time where that defender got cooked, and that's his match rating. That's it. That's all everyone goes based on.
I agree with that. I'm just saying, like, Wan-Bissaka, the reason why he has to do these last-ditch tackles or recovery tackle, because dude's always out of position.
I agree. But then
his IQ,
This is why I said he's not. I will never call him a great defender, full stop.
And he's not that. He's terrible.
I said he's a very good 1v1. Okay, I'm not in a 1v1 situation, and it's not hard to get past it. But when you're calling a great defender, it is 1v1 positioning, anticipation, reading of the game.
The awareness.
Awareness. All those. Basically, Lam, Bart Simpson. Lam, how many times did you see Lam have to do a last-ditch tackle? Because his positioning is so good. And which is why people said like, VVD, I never see him tackle. That's because his positioning is so good. So if your positioning is so good, a great defender rarely does last-ditch tackles. Go watch Maldini.
Yeah,
Maldini rarely did last-ditch tackles because his positioning was so good.
That's a myth. That's a myth. They actually said. You never said that. That quote is. You never said that quote.
That's the problem with Bissaka, bro. That's the problem with Bissaka, bro. Let's be honest, he's a Crystal Palace talent, bro. Like that somehow got bought by Man United.
Bro.
Exactly. What we disrespecting Crystal Palace?
How much did they
That's
pay?
crazy.
It is a season. It is a season or two ago. You or I, we would have been picked ahead of him for Manchester United. Street food vendors were picked ahead of him. I saw people selling samosas on the street picked up ahead of him for Manchester United.
What's wrong with street food vendors? Don't do them like that.
It is I'm Indian. It is I'm Indian. I like street food. I'm just making a joke. But understand it. No one has ever rated him.
Shout out to vegetable samosas, man. So.
No one has ever rated him. What is this one Bissaka? Where is this coming from?
Hey, hold on.
I don't understand it.
Hold on. How do we go from Rodrygo and Vini to talking about Aaron Wan Bissaka? That's a crazy transition, man.
You were like he could cook Vini. He could cook Rodrygo. He couldn't cook anyone, man.
Okay. So who else wants to go on this whole Rodrygo Vini thing? Who is better comparing this and everything?
Let me say.
I just want to say that I think Vini has
BMF, and then play like a BMF.
I think Vini has a better eye ceiling because Vini is more effective, and that's what you need in the morning game. I think we especially with Vini's mentality too. Coming from like how they didn't want him the team, the racial abuse he got, this that like the old dancing stuff they were like whining about. So I think Vini has a better like eye ceiling because he's just going to be that more effective player. That play you need a goal, you need an assist in the high value game. With Rodrygo, I think Rodrygo is like the complete player. Like he has more technical abilities than Vini. But I think Rodrygo, it's a close one. But Rodrygo, is a fantastic player too. So they just like Real Madrid have just both two gem players with them. So for the next 10 years, they just settle with the wings. So I think Vini has more eye ceiling. That's what I would say.
Hey, Chich, can I ask you a question?
Oh, go for asking question.
Probably BMF can help me out with this as well, and everyone in the panel. How do you guys actually analyze the term higher ceiling? Because if you're looking at the word in terms of overall play, that's when a player can go to a different position and be as effective. But if one player is known as just a winger, how can you have a higher ceiling than overall play?
No. It's but it's simple. It's like, okay, I mean, for me, it is not just about what you're doing in your position. It is your talent level and so forth. So if like say I say a 19-year-old, and this 19-year-old is good, but I know he can be better. It's very hard to say because it's like a football sixth sense where you see a guy, you're like, oh. No. This guy's ceiling is high. So when we first saw Messi, like the first time we saw Messi, and bro, Messi at 19 was bloody amazing. That guy was crazy dribbling. But we knew that. Look at what he's doing, and just based on our football knowledge and stuff, we knew that no, this guy's ceiling is high because of how good he is now, the way that he's playing. We know that there is so much more to come from him. Then the ceiling is here, like. Literally feels like like BFG. So basically, it's almost like you get like a giant and you put him into like a cottage. So like Venice like trying to break the house and so forth. So for guys, they're basically crushing the ceiling. They're basically trying to say what's this.
You're wrong for this. You're just looking for.
I swear, there's no need, man.
Wait, H's, can I talk on this? Oh my god.
No, but H's, the reason. Sorry, Dr. Blake, one second. The reason why I asked that question is because are we looking at it in terms of skill wise or in terms of football awareness? Because
everything,
Messi,
it's everything.
It's kind of like
for me, it's your impact on the game for me. Basically,
what's the easiest way? What's the easiest way to?
What the fuck is happening? Sorry.
The best way to think about it is like it's subjective, but it's about the quality of the player more so than the multiple positions he can play. What qualities does he have? What type of talents does he have compared to another player? That's essentially what it is. That's what determines ceiling. Now you could go about it in a different way. You could be like Vini is a dribbler. He's one of the world's best. He needs to stay as the world's best. Therefore, he has a high ceiling. Or you could be like Rodrygo has multiple different qualities to his game. Then
because
and also quickly as well. So it's also as well season by season, the improvements that they're making. So let's give an example right now. When you look at a guy like Rodrygo, this guy's ceiling is high because we know how good he is now, how much he's been improving, and we know where he can get to. And because we know that based on how good he is, how talented he is, but the key thing, the season to season improvements he's been making and how the graph has been going up. Oh, no. He's Brazilian. Look at how good he is. Look at his football IQ at his age. Oh, no, that ceiling is very high. As opposed to if we now were to say like, okay, perfect example, Leao. I say Rodrygo's ceiling is higher than Leao. Leao's ceiling is still pretty high, but I don't think that
I agree.
the potential
I don't
Leao
agree.
can do.
I agree.
I agree.
No, I
I
agree.
don't
I
agree.
agree.
Brazil tax.
Sorry.
Brazil tax.
You're saying
Brazil tax.
Leao's ceiling is higher than Rodrygo's ceiling?
No, Brazil
I
tax.
think
Brazil tax.
personally, I think so.
No,
I
I don't
so.
think
But
so.
no,
I
Brazil
think
tax.
Rodrigo's
For me, I
more
think so.
talented. I think
Brazil
Rodrigo's
tax.
more
Brazil
talented.
tax. It's just one question. It's just one. Just one question.
Wait, I
Just
said
one
I'll
question.
go, okay, I said I'll go to Blake though. Let me go to Blake and you ask me the question. Blake, talk to me, Blake.
Okay, so in terms of my opinion on this, I think in terms of who has the highest ceiling, I think it's Vini. I feel Vini has the ability to create something out of nothing. In terms of he's more versatile on the wing. In terms of sometimes he'll let the ball run across his body, sometimes he'll come to feet and then either turn left, turn right. He's good with both feet. Sometimes he's doing outside the boot passes. Sometimes he can go take it down the line. He's harder to gauge and harder to mark in my personal opinion. That he has that little bit of unpredictability to his game. But saying that, Rodrygo, I feel like he's more of a number 10/false 9 type of player. So he can get you the freaking tapping goals in terms of his movement inside the box. I feel like he's a better overall goal scorer than Vini because of the positions he picks up. And he's one of those players that you can kind of move him all over the pitch and you still know you're going to get a solid performance out of. But in terms of effectiveness and who has the highest ceiling, I definitely think it's going to be Vini because of what he can do in that one particular position. That effectiveness, especially that goal against Man City at the Etihad, where he let that ball run through his legs and he went from the level of the pitch. Yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay, so no matter, ask me the question. I'll take some doors and I'll come to ask it. Then we'll get to the next topic. Talk to me.
Yeah. First thing, you said that Vinny has that temperament that he keeps coming again and again and again and doesn't give up. That is something that he has that maybe Rodrygo doesn't. At least right now. But Rodrygo has that clutch gene. When everything's going against you in the big games.
No, man, you're going to need it on Tuesday and next Wednesday.
Yeah, he's known as Mr. Champions League as well. And also, his physical conditioning is still going on, So maybe a bit more, pace and power added to him will be better for him. And also, second, would you say by ceiling you mean peak?
No. You basically that's
it's all based on potential.
That's also what the team is. So basically, ceiling. So
peak.
Yeah,
peak,
that's
right?
You've hit your maximum. So you can't go anymore. That's what it's called the ceiling. So when you hit
exactly,
boom,
so peak.
So when you say,
so when you say, peak R9, that's when you say that when he had reached his ceiling, right?
Yes.
As performance. Yeah.
No. So no, man, really good. Sorry. So
that was my question. That was my question.
So
yeah.
Peak R9. That's Ronaldo never reached his peak. That's so when we say peak, and I say that was him at his best. How am I supposed to say this? So R9 before his knee injury, amazing. He did not reach his peak. No, he did not, because remember he was 25 at that World Cup in 2002. So I don't think he got his injury at 24 or 23. So R9, as crazy as he was, and which is why R9 was so scary. Because everyone knew that, no, this guy can still get better. He can still get better. So he did not reach his peak. Because
he reached his peak.
No,
but he didn't reach his ceiling. He didn't reach his ceiling, but he had a peak, but he didn't get to the ceiling.
No, but what does the word peak mean? Peak means that this is the highest you can go. So peak and ceiling is the same thing.
No, peak is like the best you've played. For me, ceiling is like your potential. Well, peak is like the best you've played.
No, because the peak.
They're both the same thing.
He was balling
No,
at his early 20s.
Actually, no, I think Kenny's right.
No, Kenny, like you gotta say, okay, this was him at his best, not him at his peak.
His peak is his best.
No.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
His peak is his best. No, think of it this way: his peak is his best, and when you talk about his potential ceiling, is different.
Yeah.
No,
Okay. Both things can be right. So both things.
See, because in the case of Rodrygo, you can say what his ceiling or what his peak could be. Would it be higher than Musiala? Would it be higher than Vini? Would it be higher than anyone? You can discuss that. But I brought up the example of R9 because in the case of retired players, their peak was their ceiling, because any other opinion that you may have of what might have been is completely subjective, isn't it?
No,
them injuries were insane.
No.
Injuries were crazy.
Maybe that was all that R9 could give us. Maybe that was what he was meant to be. Who knows?
But see now, here's it. You could be right though, but we see it all in football. Cristiano at Sporting Lisbon, Man United, Real Madrid, we saw him getting better and better and better. Remember, he even had his knee injury. We saw Messi as an 18, 19, 20, 21, 22-year-old. Zidane in the mid-90s was pretty good, but Zidane late 2000s, early 2000s was a whole different beast. Dino at PSG was damn good. Dino at Barcelona, he was a whole different beast. So when you see that special, Neymar at Santos was pretty damn good. Then we saw Neymar at Barcelona and all through the years at Barcelona and everything. So my thing though is, when you see that special player, you know when it's a special player. As for football fans, we know when it's a unicorn, whether it's been Messi, Pele, Ronaldinho, R9, Cristiano. So we know that if you remove injuries, this special player that we all know, they're going to keep on going higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. So it's like if R9 didn't have those injuries, Lord only knows what kind of player he would. Because in my view, based on how R9 was, if you remove injuries, he now develops his passing. He develops his playmaking, because that was just how he was evolving. Because how he was as a 19-20 was like, oh my gosh, we've never seen a striker like this. Like, that's why Henry said that, oh, this was who I mirrored my game on. Look at that clip with Ibra, where Ibra is like starstruck looking at R9, because there were strikers before R9 and strikers after R9. So without injuries, naturally, he would have now become much more of a playmaker. He would even increase his much more all-round game to the next level. But
let me throw another thing at you.
Those before the age of 23, man.
Yeah, let me throw another thing at you. Dino didn't suffer from any long-term serious injuries, right?
Well,
Brazilian tax.
Partying, yeah.
Answer my question.
How old was Dino when he won the UCL in 06? How old was Dino?
Answer my question.
No. He didn't. I know he didn't. Now, how old was... Now my question is, how old was Dino in 06?
No. So he didn't suffer from any long-term serious injuries, right?
No, he didn't.
Yeah. So then, would you say even though he didn't have any physical injuries, long-term physical, ailments, even then, he didn't reach his ceiling? He didn't actually reach his ceiling. So would you say... So let me land. So would you say actually that ceiling, or reaching your ceiling or reaching your peak, is actually a physical thing, or is it a mental thing?
Both.
Can we really say that if R9, and we know about all of his, off the pitch issues, if R9 would have had those, career defining injuries, that, psychologically he would still have not reached his peak. He would still have not reached his peak. That is subjective.
And my response is...
What is this argument?
Okay. Look, say, last thing...
This is some teasers.
Wait. Last thing on the second tops. Dino and Arnold were different. So there's documentary on Dino with Rijkaard. And Rijkaard said that if Dino wasn't happy, he wouldn't play well. So Dino had to actually be happy and enjoying himself for him to play well. So Dino, yes, he was a professional, but he was the kind of guy where his mood dictated how well he played. R9 was a machine. He was just there, machine, boom, go. For Dino, he was a little bit much more, no. It depends how I'm feeling and how my mood is, because he likes to have fun and enjoy himself. Arnan was there just to do damage and destruction. So with Dino, I feel Dino could have done more, but the thing with Dino is he was a very particular kind of a player with a very particular kind of a personality. And his personality and his mood was interlinked with how he played. Whereas a Cristiano, a Messi, a Zidane, Arnan, these are just consummate professionals who are like, no, wow, Rivaldo, Romario. I'm here, I do the job, boom, go. 76 on those quickly, guys, because guys go with it. So, shout out to 14 UCLs. Ore for Copa del Rey, Tuesday is Judgment Day. Real Madrid, do not flex the Copa del Rey. If all Real show me is a Copa del Rey at the end of the season, that is a failure. Okay,
why is that not? Why can't they? You flex getting out of relegation, so why can't they flex the trophy?
Miguel Rabines. If Camavinga wins a World Cup, Paul Pogba becomes relevant. Well, Miguel, here's the thing though. It depends what he does. Will he have the kind of performance that Pogba has? Will he score the kind of goal that Pogba did in the World Cup final? If he does that, okay, we can have the conversation. If all he is a bandwagon artist for Francis World Cup in 2026, then no, he doesn't touch Paul Labille. Respect Labille. Napoli fan. Played a high line and won the league. Hashtag Maradona lives. Yeah, no. And we're going to get there. We're going to get to the Maradona thing. My shout out to Armando. Brazil should move on from Ney. It's Vini's time.
Wait. Yeah, take that number 10 off his back, man.
Kenny. That's
take it, man. Nah, you have to take it.
Okay. Kenny based on who thinks that the number 10 should be given to Vini? Brazil number 10 should be given to Vini now.
My thing is, like, as good as they are in the club, they have to show up internationally, man. Because
this is true.
That's the one thing they have to do.
Hates Nene only once. Nene for Brazil has been very good and much better than Vini. Vini has not been as good for Brazil as for Real.
No, but obviously, Neymar has been the main guy.
What is that? AJ, what does he want for Brazil?
Yeah, what has he won?
What is
Olympics?
Nene?
No, in terms of performance, bro.
Joe's crazy. Joe's crazy.
Respect the Olympics, man.
They won the Copa America and he wasn't even part of the team.
Know.
Yes.
I know. Wait, show us your boy Blaze A. Is Onan a better ball playing keeper over Edison? No. Edison is better. Edison is a dodgy keeper. Ball play, the guy's damn good. So no, Edison is better for sure. Brother H, who would Pep, Klopp, and Uncle Mo prefer? Pep would prefer Rodrygo. Klopp would prefer Vini. Mourinho would prefer Vini.
Rodrygo.
Rodrygo
because of versatility.
Yeah, I think it would.
No, I think I prefer Vini.
No. I think his personalities and Vini match with each other. Perfect, man.
No. Mourinho would love Vini. I don't know. Like Rodrygo is tailor-made for Pep. Perfect for Pep. Klopp, I think because of Vini's athleticism, it would work for what's
and his mentality too.
And his mentality will work. I don't think Rodrygo is athletic enough to require for what Klopp wants. Zoateng TV. I know it's not all about goals. Understand where I'm going here. Until Vini scores goals, he will never be on the El Mbappe level. At least 20 goals, Vini.
No, that's not.
What do you mean?
Yeah, 20 goals right now.
Let me drop a break.
That's what he had the 2020 season last year.
Didn't he get like 15 assists and like 18 goals?
Yeah,
or like that?
What? He had like a two-piece of goals and assists.
I genuinely believe, as much as it pains me to say it, I genuinely believe he's up there with these guys, man. In terms of the next generation forward.
Easily
up there with these guys.
Now, L needs a first touch for me to respect him, but yeah.
Come on, man.
I'm not gonna lie, man.
He's been waiting for the bad games to come, man.
Of course I have, but 100%. I'm shameless.
Before you leave that dub, people like that, they'd be the type of people saying Saka's world class, man.
I know.
But say Vini needs to score more goals.
I know. No, I told you. As I told you, in the words of Zeman, Twitter.com is a satanic platform. For analysis, it's a satanic platform for analysis.
These are the same people. These are the same people that said Ansu Fati had a higher ceiling than Vini.
Like he did when he was coming out. Relax. He did when he was coming out. Man. Respect.
You're one of them, right?
Don't
hide.
No.
You gave him a nickname. So relax.
No.
Respect pre-injury.
Gabriel Fanad. Piece of HH can be the stream. Let's talk about Vini, Camavinga, Rodrygo completing football already, all three under 22.
That's crazy.
Football?
No, I don't see no World Cup.
Where's the World Cup?
Yeah,
they mean complete football. Like they've won everything. Like for the national
club-wise, I think it's club-wise.
Club-wise, yeah. Like club-wise, yeah, for sure. I mean, but look, see, when you complete football, you need to World Cup, Euro, everything without a tax on you. So that's the thing. That means you have to do it without a tax. So Maradona tax does count. We'll get there. Rodney adds one. Vini Rodrygo could be CR7 charisma situation.
Ooh.
How? In what sense?
Is he talking about in the sense that one reaches their potential and the other one is just known as
impossible? Basically, put it this way, guaranteed. Yeah. I'll actually put more money down. Wait, hold up. Forget about putting money down. Vini and Rodrygo have already surpassed charisma in terms of achievements. Already charisma. Like, I think most people say that charisma. People say charisma just on raw footballing talents was a crazier talent than CR7, but CR7 just worked harder and was way more efficient. But charisma, in terms of the kind of things I could do, was crazy, and he never fulfilled the kinds of the times that he should have. So
he was like a South American.
I would never forget that
mentality.
Outside the group,
stupid. I think it was stupid.
David was like a South American.
Just joined the show. Big up to the boys in the panel. Congrats Chelsea for narrowly avoiding relegation. And I admit that they're a bigger club than Man United, and my club is little. Narrowly, basically less than 4 points. You're back. While we're gonna only celebrate
You're
Caribou.
Shameless,
He's so shameless. Shout David Smith, welcome back. Support Butsi. HH, I beg you, let our Star Wars cook in peace. We move in silence. Every time you bring up this debate, I feel like you're gonna jinx them. You see, here's the thing. They're too good to be jinxed. And here's the thing, I'm not giving them a name because there is a name. I could give them a nickname. See, if
give them a nickname.
No, don't give them a nickname. No.
That's what you're trying to do with Ireland. Yeah, I see your game.
Ziman.
Go ahead, give him a nickname.
Ziman,
what do you?
Ziman, there's something happening on Tuesday and Wednesday that could end me. So why would I give them a nickname before Tuesday and next Wednesday?
What if they show up? Are you gonna give them a nickname?
Like who? Like I'm giving a nick. What's it called? The Earl. Bernard Sill, what's it called? Grill? What's it? Grill? Ish? Who else?
Freakish.
Dree. Your boy Dree. Who else? Who wants to do that? Basically, all of them. I'll give them all them nicknames. David C. Respect Spider 1, Obi-Wan Basaka, 1 or the 1. Look, he's good, man. He's good. You see, all right, you know what? I'm going to leave that dope to last. Man, wasn't Nomad bigging up Andre Wan Bissaka when he performed great at the FA Cup semi-final when he locked up Mitoma? He asked why Dalot was picked ahead of Andre Wan Bissaka. He said he preferred traditional fullbacks like him instead of fullbacks like Trent Alexander-Arnold. Noma, do you want to respond to this attack on your character?
Yeah, I was saying that actually I like, defensive fullbacks. Even then, I wouldn't pick him. That was my point.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, that went over his head. So, yeah.
Wise Jackson, let me do if man. HH was a great defender during World War I. #War veteran. All right, okay. So that's a great way to do this. So, guys, it's not time for a celebration. Ziman, is your mic on?
Yeah, what's up?
What's a Dixie?
What's his nickname? What's his nickname? The what?
Wait, whose nickname?
Dixie, man.
Was he Dixie Dean or what was his name?
I'm not saying you know what his nickname is, and I'm not saying that. All right, here. So,
Dixie Insider.
Ziman, your mic is working, Ziman.
Yeah, what's up?
So, Ziman, so how do you want to do the apology?
For what? I'm not apologizing. For what? You should apologize.
Joao Felix, man.
No, Ziman, how do you apologize?
No, I'm not apologizing.
So, Ziman, you have a choice. So, Ziman, so there's double spaced, there's triple spaced. You can do it in song. You can do a rap. You can do a cappella. Okay, so you want to do a rap?
The
Nah,
worst
you
beats
should-
of all time, man. The worst beats.
Nah. You should be ashamed to celebrate the way he celebrated the goal. Yeah, Felix should be ashamed of
That's
himself, man.
that's worse than
against
DJ
Brentford.
Khaled screaming his name, bro. That's worse
Against
than DJ
Bournemouth.
Khaled screaming his name.
DJ HH. Now, Z-Man. So come on. He like Chelsea did and Felix did it.
Bro,
Come on.
this guy's the worst player that you guys have signed this summer.
Z-Man, come on.
I agree.
This guy, and plus this guy's one of the worst players just in general, bro. He scores one goal and you're happy.
The same
He
man,
scores
just admit
one
you were
goal and you're
wrong.
happy.
The same man, just admit that you were wrong. What was
He's one of the top goal scorers.
Z-Man, that celebration, it was for you. He was like, Z-Man, check that. Check that.
You should be ashamed, man. Celebrating like that against Bournemouth.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Atletico are in second place. As soon as he left, man, they're actually the closest to winning the La Liga title.
We have like 2 more topics to. Can I just apologize and get something? They just apologize, man. So
okay.
So HH, I'm sorry for being wrong about Felix and so forth. Felix is really a baller.
I'll apologize. I'm sorry that you rate this bum that has no footballing IQ and you think all of a sudden he's great. Just like Frank Lampard. It's no different than wanting Frank Lampard in, bro. This is the same thing, bro. HS, do you want to sign him? I'm curious. Do you want to sign him now?
Probably will sign him too.
What's your reaction to Chelsea surviving?
Probably wants to sign him too.
Z-Man, I said, what's your reaction to Chelsea? So Z-Man, okay, hold on. Did you really think that Chelsea were going to get relegated? Really?
HH, this is at the beginning of the season you were talking about how you guys are one of the biggest clubs. You guys are going to compete for Champions League. Now you're celebrating avoiding relegation.
That's why people hate on Chelsea because of the stuff you do. Why?
So you thought we get relegated? So why? I like depressed.
Oh
You're depressed.
This is shameless. You're actually hyped for not getting relegated.
Guled, I'm taking any. Okay, no, hold on. Guled, no, Guled, I heard that. Guled, let me respond to Guled. When you've been abused, bullied, cyberbullied, and so forth, on Twitter and so forth,
you deserve it.
I'm going to take all the W's that I'm going to get.
No, but I hope
you get bullied because of reactions like that.
Yeah, because you deserve it.
Because YSK and RDS, who is convincing not here, where it's oh my gosh, could Chelsea get relegated? I was like, really?
Bro,
so now that we survived relegation, hold up. Now that we survived in style, and Felix scored a psychologically advanced goal.
Oh my god!
If I was too,
like that. Yo, what's up? He said, look. Simon, he said, here, look, read. Can you read it? He said, yo, what up? Simon, what up?
No. If I was to go back in time and ask you, would you celebrate avoiding relegation? you want to be acting like this, bro? This is crazy. You're actually celebrating avoiding relegation.
Hold up. No. You know how we talk about the Arsenal app, how you've got to change your your objectives during season. So yes, Zeman, if you said before season, would you celebrate relegation? Zeman, I would try to punch you in the face. For Zeman, considering the hell nightmare I've gone through, Zeman,
are we saying
I've got to get some dough?
Are we saying Frank Lampard should keep his job, man?
You should.
He did his job.
Hell no.
He did his job. You made you celebrate for him.
Yeah, you celebrate.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
No. These are wins in spite of Lampard, not because of Lampard. They're in spite of.
He's a part of the team.
Oh no! To me, it looks like a tactical genius. He chose
the players.
You do know Lampard.
He had the right selection for the team.
No, but come on, Zeman, that Felix goal was, you were like, you
are happy that Chelsea got saved from relegation, right?
It's all played Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
it's YSK. No.
You're happy, right? You're happy, right? That Chelsea got saved from it. Just answer the question. Yeah, just answer the question. Are you happy or not?
No.
That you. Yeah, and are you happy about Joao Felix's goal or not?
Yes.
Yeah, that you said that it was a, you were saying that it was a psychologically great goal, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now I want you to admit on your own live stream that James Corden bring about that, that psychological change. I want you to thank him.
No.
I want you to thank him for that goal. Yes. James Corden did that.
No, man, I am not thanking a unemployed individual.
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
wow.
So,
Lampard said he wants to continue managing after Chelsea.
Blake.
Yeah, he'll get a 5-year contract.
Blake, let him manage the under-7s and so forth. And let him manage like infants and everything. Wow. That man should not be allowed he should not be allowed in Sunday League. He shouldn't be allowed to manage a Sunday League team. He is one of the worst managers I've ever seen in my entire life. And he's one of the most arrogant, deluded people before. But I want to come to Kenny. Kenny, you've been one of the biggest enemies of Felix. You called him trash, you called him rubbish. And you said some things that I found quite hurtful, deeply. So, Kenny, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that. So, Kenny, do you have anything to say after Joao Felix's celebration was for people like Zeman and yourself? Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, his celebration was shameless, and I still want him out of my club. That's the only good thing Lampard has done is putting him on the bench so that we don't buy these guys for like 80 million.
Kenny, I have news for you. We're gonna get him next season on loan again.
Jesus Christ, man! No, but you see what I'm saying?
He's an overrated player.
Some overrated guy. This guy left, yeah. And then ever since then, Antoine Griezmann been balling. He has the second most goal contribution in Europe.
You're saying that
and then what are you twerking for?
So are you saying that the owl? YSK, please don't play that. Are you saying that the owl cannot cook with Nkunku next season? And potentially
I don't want him to cook.
Are you saying that you can't see Joao threading in those through balls to Lukaku? Joao gets the ball, he looks through, he receives the ball, drops the shoulder, he sees Lukaku there, through ball. Lukaku says, "What's up?" And then you can't see Lukaku and Joao Felix.
Wait, hold on. Did you just say Lukaku?
Oh, YSK has a voice now. Interesting.
Did you say Lukaku?
Kenny is talking. Do not interrupt him.
No, I'm sorry, man.
It's become one now. Lukaku and
Felix says he had this 6-month trial. The trial is like, nah, you know what I'm saying? You see, when you have the free trials, yeah, we need to like cancel the subscription.
Wait, hold up. Mods, can you please put continue? Mods. Continue Abdallah. Can you put him inside my place? Thank you. Continue Abdallah. Thank you.
You see, you have free trials for all these like subscription. You know what I'm saying? Like your Netflix, your YouTube TV, or whatever. You see, we had the trial, and we had to pay for the trial. We need to cancel the trial. Like, nah, we've seen enough. Secret Months, it was nice and all that stuff. Nah, you ain't worth it. I'm sorry. Yeah, you scored a nice goal. You probably saved us from relegation. I saw the Chelsea fan over there in Bournemouth thinking we are staying up or whatever. This guy is shit. I never tried to see the day.
No, hold on. Before I come to West Kenny, I draw the line. That's where I draw the line. Now, Kenny, see, the way I said it was, I celebrated in a very arrogant way of, you peasants and peons, you thought one of the biggest clubs in the world was ever going to even think of relegation, and that's why I never said it. Now, that is a very different from people saying we are staying up. You see, Kenny, those fans saying that we are staying up, those are the fans I want nothing to do with. Because those are the fans with a loser's mentality, and I don't know anything to do with the bricks. So, YSK, did you cry when Chelsea were confirmed to gaining revenge on the Bournemouth club next season?
What do you mean by confirmed for getting revenge?
Revenge next season. What?
Yeah, well,
no. YSK, we're still here. No, we're still here. You're gonna have to.
Yeah, I know you're still in the Premier League. Yeah, I know you're still.
Yeah, no. So we're gonna have to deal with us next season. So, are you scared? Are you worried? No. Wait, because no. Why scared? What happens when you poke the bear? That's what happens.
What the heck?
Clip that. Somebody clip that, man.
Nah, bro.
Nah, this is.
What the heck?
Nah, man, that's a nail, man. That's a nail.
Drop the brick.
Nah, drop it, man. Drop the whole house.
You see, this is what happens when you get to multiple wars, man.
All right, okay. So YSK, please talk.
Yeah, I mean, revenge wasn't the word beginning with I was thinking of. It was more like avoiding relegation. So you did that. So well done. and the Portuguese Michael Jackson turned up, man.
Wow.
And shout out to him. It was a nice goal. It was a nice goal. Not that anybody cared about this Chelsea game really. But bro,
everyone did, because Chelsea is one of the most, is the club that is.
But I tell you what, there is
of. So people wanted Chelsea to be relegated. So when Chelsea didn't get relegated, it was the most trending topic in sports on the internet.
I know. I mean, imagine spending over half a billion to finish 12th.
I'm sure.
But there is light at the end of the tunnel.
Which is what?
Which is Lampard will now stay in the job for longer.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We need that.
Has it lost 5 in a row? Last time I think it lost 5 in a row.
No.
They were 6 in a row.
Not anymore.
Yeah, 6. So no. Wesley, he was 1 game away from becoming Daniel Craig.
No. As of today, he is undefeated.
Yeah,
so,
he's undefeated.
As of today, it's a clean state. As of today, he is undefeated. As of today, he is undefeated, and that win, 3 goals, by the way. Chelsea fans are struggling to see 1 goal. Actually, forget goals. Shots on target is like a limit for them now. So 3 goals in 1 game. So that's quite special.
As you know,
Lamb's Uncle Frank is gonna stay in the job for longer.
As Rio would say, why not, man? Give him the job. He knows the club.
Why not?
Exactly. He knows the club. He knows the players.
Why not? He knows the club. He knows the employers. He's great with the fans. He has a connection with.
He knows the Wi-Fi password. He knows everything, man.
He knows everything. He knows everything.
The cooks.
Wait. Actually, hold up. Surely you change the Wi-Fi password whenever you sack a manager, in case they steal Wi-Fi.
No, you don't.
It's still Wi-Fi.
What's happening?
Drop a brick, man. Drop a brick.
Wait, first of all, my man thought he was a Grizzly, and then now he has a Wi-Fi password.
If my explanation is crap, then I'll drop the brick. Here's my explanation. So, you've been sacked, and so forth, which means that you lose all privileges. What if you're like, oh damn, I need to use a bit of internet and everything to pretty much do some illegal stuff? You now drive just outside the stadium.
Why is it illegal?
But there's still employees of the company still working in that company. They need that Wi-Fi.
Drop the brick, man. My man
First
said
of all, you tried to be a
Wi-Fi.
Grizzly, and then now you.
That's old man talk. Wi-Fi still. That's crazy.
Drive all the way to the club.
Z-Man, this guy was around for dial-up, man.
Can you...
You were.
Okay.
That's crazy.
It was hard times.
Dial-up's initiation. This guy was there.
I was okay. Chelsea staying up and Felix scoring, contender for goal of the season. I didn't crack a joke. It is so. When it's
AJ, come on, that Bournemouth peak. He stared into Felix's eyes and they gave him a charity goal because he's so ass. Let's stop with that shit, bro. Come on, Felix's ass. Mudryk is ass. Havertz, I'm sorry, you're dog shit ass. You look like a dog shit rabbit. On
wait, Hokage, wait. HH, can you name me? What's the Bournemouth goalkeeper's name? Can you give me his name?
It's not
Charity.
Neto.
Charity.
That's the best.
Bro, that was a charity job. I'm sorry. There was no skill involved in that.
It's you know Twitter.com is saying Twitter.com is saying Mudryk dribbles like Wan-Bissaka.
Okay. So Hokage, are you saying that you're not fearful of Chelsea getting revenge next season after we've confirmed
revenge for what?
EPL?
Revenge.
Revenge on people like you hating and us and everything. So you're not scared that we're gonna use it as fuel and so forth?
It's so hard for me to not hate. I was watching the game this morning, and the camera pans to Lampard, and Lampard looks like he's thinking hard, like he's actually doing some coaching in his mind. But I know Why the fuck, dude? I know nothing's going on in his brain. Like
There's nothing. There's nothing. You know. It's like those cartoons where if you just open his brain, there's like a monkey. You know, like doing the symbols like this and so forth and everything. That's what it is.
That was the first animation, right?
You
know these old man jokes.
How can I not hate on that? Which is when you guys signed the Mud and all the Madueke and the Mud, like the chair.
The Mud. His name is
Man in the Mud. Man in the Mud.
No,
Man in the
His name is Mikhail Modric. Now
that song is coming out soon, by the way. The
he's
song is
called
coming
the Mad.
out soon.
No, Hokage the Mad. You're right. He's Mikhail Modric from Ukraine.
Wait, why have you got to put the from Ukraine part? What does that matter?
Mikhail Modric from Ukraine and the Mad. Now you call it the Mad. The Mad.
Mad in the Mud.
No,
Mad
in the Mud.
Just the Mad.
We got the Mad in the Mud.
The Mad.
Yeah, stop speaking about the man. He's gonna get injured next game or something.
Mad Hatter.
This is why. This is
Mad
why.
Mad how, man. That's like.
Let's basically there's Modric and there's Mad.
This is why. How can I not hate? AJ, there is a receipt no one has played. It's 5 minutes long of forward and you going, Showtime! Showtime is back!
Waske, if you're there. Waske, if you're there.
I need that.
Waske, get your hand off that keyboard right now. Waske, focus on the shorthand. Waske, we are now on Spotify and Amazon. We have a duty to the public to focus on the show. Don't you dare go into the history.
No. I want playing receipts because that documentary, not receipts, that documentary has been saved for the end of the season. So it's not getting played today.
Do you know that Ford doesn't even want the matches? So you can't play the receipts because that's actually
backwards. No. Backwards is done. He's cooked. I'm sorry. That guy said too much crap, man. He's like, is he even active on socials anymore? I don't even see this guy.
No. He was on the Twitter space and I was like,
he was on the Arsenal
and Forward, I've not seen you for like months. I thought it was like I just don't watch Chelsea anymore.
He's a City fan again. Apparently, he's a
he's a Man City fan because he wants them to win the treble because he hates United and Arsenal. So.
Typical Chelsea fan, man.
Oh, please. Let me make his son Dubinsky's man. So, shout out to your boy Wink. Let me read this first.
It's better if you skip that.
Yeah, all right. Let me skip that. Wow. So, Wink, thanks for the Dubinsky, but I'm going to skip that. Omar Rushdie, amounts of L's HH had this year, he might need a wink. Well. No matter how many L's I guess those L's cannot compete with the L's of PSG
is running in the contention for the brick door. So
yeah, he is. He's flying high.
PSG need to be careful.
I'd say I'm around about 5th or so forth and everything. I still
Yasser is only contender this season.
No, because of Ramadan, Yasser is not.
Do you know what the issue is? I think. No, Core has had like a 1 month injury. I think they say that Core has like a 5 month injury, which is crazy. Because Core is injured for the season that was screwed.
So Core's got a 1 month injury, and then Yassir's got Ramadan tax. So that means you're the first.
Yeah, you're the running favorite.
So you're the favorite.
Actually, hold on. Where is PSG Delta all these days?
Don't you see what?
It's you, man. It's you.
I'm going to find a brick. I'll find a brick.
Didn't you see Messi's video? He was looking like it was like people forced him.
Wait a minute. Chelsea won. They stand a great chance at the UC. Okay. Money miss. This wasn't okay. All right.
You guys go.
Wait, UC what? UC what?
At the UCL next year. I know what it's trying to do. Money miss. That's not funny. All right, I know what it's trying to do. Okay. All right. Thank you for that, bastard. Gatlock. Your shamelessness is unparalleled, greater than Tinubu, which is Nigeria's president. If you know, you know. Hint. Okay.
Elected.
Kenny. I think Kenny. I think you need like 500 parentheses around that word elected and so forth. So if elected is literally just stealing ballot boxes, then yeah, he's elected. Miguel Rabines. I actually think we did good business in January. The Mad and Mikhail Modric from Ukraine. His potential is frightening. I'm not sure about
that's
frightening.
My
great word. I would say that's a great word. That's a great
also,
word.
Enzo and Badiashile are great. I agree 100%. Chelsea will be good long term. We have a better recruitment team. Miguel, just as long as that's mad fool
And
of Ole gets away from decision making, and Miguel, just give me a winner as a manager.
Hey, you got your team, man. You got your team.
Wait,
you got
Lampard.
Because trust me, man, he's all right. The mad, trust me, this guy's potential is crazy. Who's
Enzo and who did you say? Enzo and who?
Badiashile.
Who's that?
The center back.
No. BMF, don't
what happened to the
BMF,
Zach?
Don't answer it. My name is Felix, Lukaku, Mounts, front three, Showtime, no Showtime FC. All right, my name is all right. Thank you for that. Shout out to Boy Wink. Lampard created. Okay. Let's just read this.
This is good. What?
Is this guy using the Braille system?
Okay, Wink.
Whoa,
yo.
Did someone go through another dimension?
Like a porthole or something, man.
Yeah.
That's a rhetoric.
That's crazy.
That's yellow. That's yellow. That's crazy. We are similar to. That's crazy. That's mad. We are similar to AC Milan tactically. Felix's decision making is A and AL.
That's why.
Wait, I believe one team is in the semi-finals of the UCL. So I don't know how that works.
Allegedly. Shout out Wingman. Osama, Lukaku, Mount, and Mod, my kind of okay. So let's look even more. And guess who's back? English Talents FC plus. Wait, plus what?
I think you banned him for a bit.
Dixie.
Bro, like Disney Plus, man. Disney Plus.
Okay. So DIXID is better than Haaland. Played with no socks and boots and no training. He once had to go to war at halftime.
Dixie B, man. Respect Dixie B, man.
No. You can insult ancestors. We are not having a situation where it's halftime and people are saying that like, is he still alive?
There were snipers in the stadium. There were snipers.
That's good, man.
Now here's the thing: if you can prove to me that people had to go to war and come up for second half, then Messi, you have no hope. You don't have a lot of because if you're saying that guys were fearing for their life as they were dribbling and scoring,
there were snipers. There were snipers. I'm telling you, there were snipers.
Okay, that's great. And Science FC. King Kane only 5 goals away from peak Joe Suarez. #.
Wait, English Town FC. Did you watch the coronation?
Of course, no. He was not. He was there.
No, sorry. Were you there?
No, the coronation is not today. The coronation is on Monday.
No, it was today.
It was today. Yeah, the church. Yeah, no, it was today. Yeah, the church.
Wow, Kenny.
Wow.
And Kenny, you can see what they treat us like how they do. So there you go.
Wow.
Oh, you think that's crazy?
Intrusive thoughts, Kenny.
No.
That's a card right there.
No, it's not.
Bro, that was 100 years in the making.
There was a time. Someone said that someone put out a dope saying that like I owe Abraham Lincoln money. Kenny says, I'm going to owe him more than just money. That's what Kenny said. So Kenny, that's my response. You think I remember these things? So, relax.
Yo, that's crazy.
Relax.
What do you want money for?
LL Clown, Speak, Frank, Super Subs, and Gallagher Sterling. I'll say this about Gallagher though. No, forget Lampard. He's a moron. And Guled, maybe you can speak of this. Gallagher is one of the worst football players I've ever seen. Guled, can you please talk on Conor Gallagher, aka a guy who sniffs 3 lines of coke before he takes the pitch? Talk to me.
He's got nice hair.
Wait, Guled, before you go. Now you can go.
Tay with Gallagher, as crazy as this may sound.
Wait, who's wielding a lightsaber?
Okay. Who is near radiation? Step away from the radiation. Who is near a radiation?
Bro, who's swimming in a power plant, man?
Look, all I'm saying is that rescue is Leia alive. Can you please bring Leia to safety and so forth? Okay. All right, so use the force. Okay, who is using the force? Who's using the force? Because I know a lightsaber when I hear one. Who's using a lightsaber?
Shout to Jabba the Hutt, man, aka Robbie.
Okay, good. Continue.
Yes, is it fine now?
Well, good. Now you sound like Jerry the Mouse from Tom and Jerry. So, like,
bro, now you sound like you've been held captive in the Death Star.
No, listen. Now you sound like Messi in that video, in that hostage video.
Yeah.
So,
come closer.
Video, man.
That's great.
Pause.
Oh, is it better now?
Okay.
Yo, what?
Kenny, what's happened to you, Kenny? That's it. Like, wait, Kenny, you went like this before. What has happened to you, man?
Yo, that's good, man. That's good.
That's amazing.
Okay, good. Go for it. I mean, good. You still sound like you're holding a lightsaber, but continue.
No, I'm using fucked up Wi-Fi, so forgive me, guys. Yeah, basically, with Conor Gallagher, man. As funny as this might sound, HH, he has his uses.
Yeah, no, good. You have a lightsaber, man. You put a lightsaber. Like, yeah, you can have a European. That's it's a lightsaber.
Yo, say what's up to Anakin, man. It's a
lightsaber.
Let me try and fix it.
All right, so we basically shout. Wait, I mean, hold on. Are you Jedi or Sith? Just tell me if you're Jedi or Sith, then we can. So
let me try and fix HH. Let me come back to F 1 second.
Okay, all right. So while you face Vader, Omar Rushdie, oh yeah, he's trying to get me. I know he's trying to get me. No, I'm not saying that name. So JORGSCHMADTKE, potential Liverpool director of football. Who's that? Thoughts? Now, Ram or Blick, do you know who this dude is?
Oh yeah, this dude signed a Workhorse for 10 million for Wolfsburg, and he sold Victor Osimhen for 3 million. Yeah.
People are saying it's real. It's read his name.
Yo, but
It's a real guy.
He's a real guy.
It's got traumatized, bro.
Wow. It's just got PTSD.
Shout out to King Bro. What's your thoughts on Joao Felix dating MAGAVA?
Bro, just say the name.
YNA. Wait, actually, so what's he trying to make me say?
No, that's actually the name.
That's actually
his name.
Guled, you're still on the Death Star, bro. Guled, you're still on the Death.
No, it's an actual woman, bro. You can see her name.
Defeat Vader and come back, bro. Don't come into the Hangout mid-battle.
You know, the Force isn't strong with you, Guled.
The Force is not with you, man.
Well, it sounds like it is, so I'm just saying. All right, so Blick, is your mic working in Blick?
Yo, what up?
So, what is this benchmark that Salah has reached? Talk to me. And they'll come to you around.
He scored 100 goals at Anfield.
Ooh. So look, Blake, let me be the first to say this.
15 max.
Oh yeah, and he's got another 30-goal season too.
Blake,
15 max.
Let's say that, Blake, I, unlike some of the people in this panel, always
15 max
in Salah. When he first came into the EPL,
right, let me let you load this.
There were several people, and I will make sure what else gets missing. There were several people that said he can't do it. Not EPL proven. Serie is a farmers league. And I was like, no, this guy's special. Based on what he's doing at Fiorentina and Roma, this guy is special.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that.
Yeah, you did say that.
I said that.
He's so special.
I said that. There were many guys that said that.
Kenny, don't worry.
60 backs and so forth. And I was like,
you.
Nope.
That was you.
This dude is going to. I said that, and this were my words, word for word. Salah is going to change things in the EPL. Now, obviously, Haaland came and did some craziness, but I said that this man is going to do some craziness and so forth. So, Blake, are you surprised and shocked by the incredible, consistent impact Salah has made on the EPL? Truthfully, looking at what he was at Fiorentina and so forth. And also, Blake, before you go, I get it. You know what guy's going to say? Chelsea, you had it. But it is what it is.
Chelsea have everybody, man.
Well,
they got the mad now. They got the mad now.
That's how you know when a player is going to be good. Did they used to play for Chelsea?
Yeah. That's what. So did you know that Salah was going to do this and have this kind of crazy impact?
Honestly, no. When we signed him, I wasn't really that excited. Especially when you would watch clips on him, he didn't really move me that much. He just looked like a pace merchant. Nothing really too crazy about him, to be honest. But he has been phenomenally consistent. And even after his first season, I was like, yo, can he do this again? He did it again, and he carried on keeping up that level of consistency. I feel like a lot of Liverpool fans don't really appreciate Salah as much as they should, especially this season with him seeming quote unquote having a drop off, even though this season's better than Saka's best season. But I'm just putting that out there. But for the most part, when it really comes down to it, no one could really predict Salah putting this level of performance, this level of consistency. A lot of people were saying that when he signed that new contract, there was going to be a massive drop off, and I was one of those people. But really, it just comes down to the fact that it's not just Salah that dropped off at the start of the season. It was just Liverpool as a whole. And even to this point, we're still not looking good. We're still looking defensively frail. We're still not looking as solid as we used to be. So to answer your question, no one could have predicted Salah to be one of the greatest Liverpool players of all time. And
now Blake, now we're getting to interesting territory. So I like to stir the pot right now, and I'm going to come to you, then Ram, then Jamal. Does Salah have a strong argument to be the greatest Liverpool player of all time, based on individual achievements?
No.
And individual achievements that he's done for the team. Wait. Let me come to play.
In the Premier League era,
Premier League era. It's possible, but if you're looking at overall in terms of players that we had, in terms of talent-wise, no. In terms of what he had to work with,
EPL era, Premier League era.
Okay, then yeah, he does have a case. Like you gotta be.
No, Blake, I don't know. Blake, huh? I'm harsh. I don't like to. Yes or no? Is he the greatest?
No, it's still gonna be Gerrard for me, man.
Oh my gosh, man.
No, you don't know.
Okay, no. Let's talk because see, Blake, here's the thing. Get out of your feelings. I don't want any feelings here. I want hardcore, objective, cold-hearted football analysis.
Did you see that 2005 final?
Blake, let me say it again. Get out of your feelings. We are talking about a body of work.
What about Dog Beach?
I rep. No. EPL era, Premier League era.
Premier League era.
So basically from 92 onwards. So I'm talking about a body of work. Bro, I am one of those guys that say that Gerrard can sleep easy not winning an EPL based on what he did in that UCL final. But I'm talking about a body of work. That is just the UCL final.
Okay.
This guy broke the record. The amount of 30 goals that he has had. And he was a key member in a UCL win, a 99-point season, and a 92-point season, and a 97-point season as well.
And also I think he's top 5 Liverpool goal scorers of all time.
Blake, if you go out of your feelings, I'm coming. I mean, and we weigh both resumes.
Okay, if we're looking at resume and accomplishments, yes, you gotta say he is. If you're looking at resumes in terms of accomplishment, in terms of impact, because you got not only all them golden boots. He's one of the. I think it's like there's only like 2 players that won the golden boot.
Wait, hold on, guys. See, I'm actually getting sick of this AI bomb. So okay, let me just sorry, Blake. I'm very sorry. So if I ask this bomb, ChatGPT, he'll actually give me a response.
Yes,
he'll give you a response.
I'll do it right now.
Ask him, HH. You should ask him.
Jesus Christ. Okay, BMF, just hold that thought, and then let me come to think. Okay, Blake, please continue.
My bad. Ask it.
Okay, no, what I was saying was I think he's one of the only players that have won the Golden Boot and led in most assists in the same season. I think it's him and Harry Kane or something like that has got that. So if you're looking at in terms of accomplishments, in terms of what he's done, the fact that he won the Premier League and Gerrard didn't, and he basically won everything that Gerrard has won and more on the individual front, then yes, he would have to rank as the greatest Liverpool player of all time. If you're looking at body of work, consistency, accomplishments, there's not really that many players that can come close to him.
Okay. Ram, talk to me. Salah, is he the greatest Liverpool player in the Premier League era? If we're saying that, okay, we can't say what's up to Kenny Dalglish, those guys, but in the Premier League era, based on what he's done, individual accomplishments, what he's done for this Liverpool team, his contributions to this Liverpool team's accomplishments. What do we say? Is he the greatest Liverpool player in the EPL era?
If we're going off accomplishments, I think there isn't a debate. He's won Golden Boot 3 out of his last 5 seasons. Like you said, points totals and everything. And a key component of us winning all these titles that we won under Klopp.
Sorry, go on.
But the question is, do other players within this team, do they have a shout as well? I'm talking the likes of Alisson and Van Dijk, because they're just as important players.
Wait, whoa. Hold on.
And Van Dijk. Alisson.
Wait, hold up.
Alisson's great, but
no. You're saying
that
Alisson and Van Dijk have a shout as greatest Liverpool players in the EPL era? Huh?
Well, I mean, they have a case. They have a case because you could argue when Van Dijk came in, we were top 4 contenders to title contenders, and then Alisson made us winners.
I didn't say maybe for Van Dijk.
No. Okay, my response to you is when Van Dijk was injured and your defense was destroyed, who pretty much single-handedly got you top 4? When Salah. Pretty much more of your team was ravaged. Alisson? Oh wow!
I mean that
head attacks.
I'm gonna say
it's not head attacks. It's head of interest.
I'm gonna say, Ram. Let me add this. Yeah, Salah's 1 goal from 20 goals in the Premier League this season. Only Ivan Toney, Harry Kane, and Haaland scored more than him this season.
Yeah, it's good.
I'm just saying, Van Dijk fell off a bit.
Yes,
you could argue that, but
Van Dijk is not in.
If you go through all those seasons, you argue that Van Dijk was more of an important cog than Salah was.
No, but in terms of consistency, you could say Van Dijk has still fallen off, regardless of whether we want to say all of that stuff.
Well, if we go,
that's Blake's point. You have to look. You've got to take the whole story. You can't cherry pick. Salah, season for season has hardly had a drop off. Van Dijk has had a crazy drop off where he's now stripping for Perisic. So, like, has Salah stripped for anybody? No.
No,
maybe several people that said he can't do it in Salah. When he first came into the EPL, let me let you know this. There were several people, and I will make sure there were several people that said he can't do it. Not EPL proven. Serie is a famous league. And I was like, no, this guy's special. Based on what he's doing at Fiorentina and Roma, this guy is special.
Oh, Lord.
All 27, 28 in the league. No, you know, it wants to wonder, like Harry Kane, Aguero, Lewandowski, Aubameyang when he was at Germany. These were not one-season wonders who more or less got up to that thingy standard. But if he hits like 15, which I think he'll hit, or 16, 17, then it's like, yeah, that was just one amazing season, but no, he's not really that caliber of player.
I didn't actually.
No, but I tell you this, HH, you're such a liar, bro. Honest to flipping God, you're such a liar.
Can I respond?
There is evidence.
Can I respond?
There is so much evidence of you trashing Mohamed Salah. You said that.
Wait. I want to hear this response. I want to hear this response.
Can I respond?
Respond, please. Respond.
Yeah. So what I was doing was I was trying to motivate him.
No, you weren't. Shut up.
No. Can I at least respond? So what I was trying to do was I was trying to motivate him. So I was using mental gymnastics to try to psychology because I knew he was that dude. So I said, you know what? How do I sort of motivate him to pretty much prove my points? Let me play the villain. It's like good cop, bad cop. So I was like, let me sort of play the villain and say, no, this guy's trash. He'll never do anything. Because that's when I walk on the road. No. Okay, so back. So back. Okay.
You have
how many bricks is that today, man? Jesus.
You might
That's
have
one of your worst
takes
takes today.
Per hangout. You might have broken the most bricks per hangout.
But why is this a surprise though?
Ram at LRB_Rams is Salah, the greatest Premier League era Liverpool player? Yes or no? I need an answer. If not him, then who is? I need an answer.
Ooh, that's actually a very good question.
You know who it is, bro.
No.
The thing is, right?
No, hold on. Let Ram answer.
Objectively, you could say, yeah, he is. But for me, he's not. Because I'm an Alisson stan, bruv.
Okay, wait, hold up. So you're saying that Alisson is Liverpool's greatest Premier League era player?
I'm not gonna lie, I can't deal with that, man. No, I'm sorry.
Nah, he is. I'm
I'm
backing
drop
Andy
the
all
brick.
the
You
way.
gotta drop the brick, bro.
Yeah, drop it.
I don't care, bro.
but
Drop that
Alisson
brick.
is
I
a
don't
good
care.
No. But whose greatest player of all time is their goalkeeper?
No.
Respect Yashin, man. Respect
Yashin. Look, here's the thing. My thing is that your keeper can be one of your greatest players. That can happen. But the reality is you have to be truly exceptional. And that is where Khan comes into the discussion. That is where Neuer comes into the discussion. That's where Yashin comes into the discussion.
Nah, Yashin, have you guys seen
Ram, you're the only creature on planet Earth who is saying Alisson Becker is Liverpool's greatest ever Premier League player. You do realize that stuff.
You're gonna have to make me rip into Alisson a little bit, man.
Okay, Blake, go for it.
Okay. Oh, you know what I mean. But of course, Alisson's an amazing goalkeeper. But are we gonna sit here and act like this dude doesn't have an error in him?
Yeah, we've
seen.
What are you doing against Real Madrid?
We kicked against Real
Bro, can we talk about Salah missing them pens then?
No, we could talk. He missed them pens.
This time beef, yeah.
Civil war. Fight.
Blake, don't do this, bro.
He missed them pens, yeah.
Blake, don't do this.
I 100% agree. He did miss them pens, but this is meant to be worst season. He's still got 30 Gs.
Don't do it.
I'm talking about Christmas, bro. Post Christmas, bro.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Just let me have this. Just let me have this, bro.
How does this turn into a civil war?
I don't know. I thought Liverpool was the most united fan base of all time, but apparently,
come on, guys, stick on topic.
Okay, look, see, my thing here is, look, Alisson. See, I've got to keep it a stack. I respect Alisson and so forth. At no point was Alisson ever considered the best keeper in the world.
Yeah, he was.
No, that's a lie. That's a lie.
He was.
He was. 2019.
So are we saying that there was a
one of the best?
Yes, he
I
was.
was saying there was a large period of time Becker was hands down considered the best keeper in the world.
Maybe
for 1 month.
I'm gonna be real with you though.
There was a sustained. Basically, okay, Ram. Here, this is how to do it. What Salah has achieved and where he's been in his position has been far greater than what Becker has done and achieved in his position. Now, case in point, because apples and oranges, keeper and attackers. Neuer. For a large period of time, people are saying, no, this guy is the best keeper in the world. So we know that Neuer, based on his position, he has been extraordinary. Buffon for a large period of time, extraordinary. So basically, Ram, at no point has Becker ever been to the status of a Buffon, a Neuer, a Barthez, a Schmeichel, or a Kahn.
No.
Barthez?
Ball tax, man. Ball tax.
No, I'm gonna be real.
Wait. Let me come to Jamal because you're not speaking. So Jamal,
shout out to Jamal.
In your view, is Salah with his landmark achievements, is he the greatest Premier League era Liverpool player of all time?
First of all, I have to congratulate you and your club for surviving relegation.
Yes.
I just came back from Chelsea, so I'm feeling very, I'm feeling very thankful. So first, I want to thank Todd Bowley, Todd B, and I want to thank your youngsters because you have plenty of youngsters, and bro, they have been cooking, and if you're not careful, they are already calling your the Stamford Bridge Neverland FC. So
wow.
Oh my God. No, that has to be your thing, bro. Never
Shout out, Express.
You see, I should have given you a yellow. You see, Express. That's a red. That's a red, bro. But continue.
No, after referee, man.
That's great. What's the shush?
What, yeah, man. Back on Salah. You know what it is? He's top 2. If we're talking Premier League era. Because if we're talking overall, Douglas and Barnes.
Don't see that. I like to be harsh and concise. I don't do top 2, top 3. Who is, if it's not Salah, who is Liverpool's greatest Premier League era player? I need a name.
You know who it is, bro. You know who it is. I'm not even going to say that.
So going with this, Gerard. Now,
yeah, obviously.
So my thing is that Jamal, this is what I had to Blake. Get out of your feelings. Does Gerard's body of work? Does Gerard's body of work in the Premier League compared to Salah's body of work in the Premier League? Body of work.
Yeah. Yes. You know why it is. I know we can't do ifs and buts, but if Gerard was in this team with Klopp,
Jamal, you can do
that. He can have. No, but wait, Jamal,
you can't do that. It's resume against resume.
I know it is. And Salah one, if you think pound for pound, maybe is better. But I'm just saying, it is. Take out Henderson and put in a prime 26, 27 Steven Gerrard in that Liverpool team.
No, the upgrade is
that would be absolutely insane.
Upgrade
but
upgrade.
I agree.
No.
Because
but you know what's crazy? So there was a guy, I think it's Liverpool fan on Filthy Fellas who said that Henderson is a greater captain than Gerrard.
That's mad.
That's you. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Greater captain. You might have a point, you know.
Nah.
You want the Champions League? You want the league?
No. Look at it. Team tax.
Bro, put Gerrard in that team.
No, like you said, if we're talking about body of work.
No. See, Kenny, you can't do that. You can't do that.
It's a passion.
No, Kenny. When I say body of work, it is your contribution to the body of work. Salah's contribution to that body of work is crazy. Salah is supremely vital to that body of work. Gerrard, bro, the team, he was the heart and soul of that team. So let's be real. You swap Henderson and Gerrard, it's a freaking upgrade.
It is.
But
can I land my point? Can I land my point? Yeah. But you know, by you just saying that, it surprises me, you know. You know why? Because there's never really been shouts for Salah to be our best Premier League player. And I know why. It's because the whole Salah Mane thing. It's because they share the credit. I feel if it was Salah alone, he maybe have got that shout already. But bro, Salah and Mane share that credit. And not only Mane, there's other guys like Alisson, Van Dijk. It was a team effort. So that's why nobody really says Salah. But one thing I have to say, people laugh at Salah this season. They say he has been washed. Still have 30 goals though. And the thing is, you know, out of that 30 goals, he actually created his own goals. Because take out Trent, bro, there's no creativity in this team. Bro, you put Haaland in this team, he ain't scoring because he need service.
I don't know.
Bro, Salah is not the best technically, but bro, he still creates his own goals. And half of those goals he creates for himself because bro, when was the last time Salah having number 10? Creativity. A guy stood passing the ball, through balls. This guy's working on scraps.
In the first place, so.
Yeah, and to still get 30 goals, man, I mean, wow. We need to get this guy in midfield next season, man.
You don't really need a number 10 to have creativity.
Yeah, but bro, who creates in our team? Take out Trent. Who creates?
Robertson.
Just get to the wing and cross.
Robinson hasn't been good this year.
Norway creates with his movement, man.
So all I'm saying is, if we can get McAllister, bro, that's a number 10 who can pass and give Salah some service with Salah creating his own goal.
He's more of an 8 than a 10.
He's more of an 8.
Yeah, but they don't play with a 10 that you just way.
His passing is good, man. And you said we're trophyless this season. Respect the Communion Shield. Because your GOAT, Mourinho, says the Communion Shield is a trophy. So we won a trophy this season.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me take some debates then I'll come to you.
We won more trophies than Arsenal this season.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Wait. So shout out to your boy, Ifman. Thank you for the Dubinsky, Ifman. HH called Salah a fraud earlier this season. No, I did not. When he had a slow start, I did not.
Yes, we did.
FSG made the right decision to keep Salah instead of Mane. Yeah, from what we've seen, yes. Eventually, yes. Look at Mane at Bayern Munich while Salah continues to play well. Which is why I was going to say to you, Jamal, this season, I think has really now been cleared. Okay, no, Salah, he's that dude. I still feel Mane
is he that dude though?
Oh, no, because the whole thing was, no, Salah needs Mane needs Salah, Salah needs Mane.
Well, all I'm saying is in the AFCON, we see who needs who.
Oh, come on.
I'm saying AFCON final, man. Respect Mane, bro.
Wait, and one more key point.
Let's be that Senegalese team compared to that Egyptian team.
They're
not working with the same. No. Wait, look at the Senegalese players.
So shout to win.
Can I ask a question?
Wait. Let me just on the comments. Doctors. All right. Okay. So,
you ran into that.
He's only 10 years until some exam, man.
All right. Omar Rushdie. They will always say Gerrard because Mo is in Scouts. Now, here's the thing.
2005.
That's a big tax, man. That is a big tax.
No.
Is he Scouts though? Isn't he English though? Like, isn't there a difference?
Yeah, John.
Yes, man. You're
no. Listen, they booed the national anthem. They don't consider themselves as English. They say they're Scouts. So I don't know. I'm just saying.
Also, so hold up. Streets and panel. You're all saying. All of you guys are saying that this guy will break a door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you had 3 times.
My favorite brick talent, bro. My favorite talent yesterday, man. Generation.
Yes, AJ, the fact that you're keeping up with him, you're doing doy.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
This is literally Cristiano Ronaldo versus Messi, man.
See, look at the live chat. No, look at the live chat. Yasser's right. He was joking. Look at that. There is a difference.
You wasn't joking, man.
Come on, bro.
You wasn't joking.
Hey, shout out to the live chat.
So you're telling me that GABE and DILLBOUGH both are playing for Man U now?
You better get top 4, Manchester United boys. You better get top 4.
We can't go.
Jamal,
I'm not bothered.
Jamal, I've said this.
Jamal, congrats on top 4. Jamal,
I am terrified. I am scared.
Jamal, congrats on top 4.
So shout out to Omar Rushdie. World class is delivering on the highs and lows. Actual king. Look, Salah is world class, man. Because for me, I think
is he?
Ish.
He is.
No,
he is.
What Salah did in that COVID season, I was like, applaud, because that was dud. What he did in that COVID season, I was like, you know what? That's dud.
Isn't he doing the same thing?
So shout out Osama. I congrats Chelsea for rep. Okay, let's keep going. So did you see what RJ said about Raheem's boots?
What? Is
Don't respond. Shout out to Itman. Thank you for the Dubinsky. Black African Mane fanboys crap on Salah as they know he's the main guy. Oh, Jesus.
These super chats are wild.
Mane was clutch, but Salah carried Liverpool when they were struggling during the COVID season. And it continues.
These super chats are wild.
Mane plays well when the team plays well, while Salah plays well regardless. Mane was inconsistent, while Salah is consistent. Salah's so-called worst season is better than Saka's best season, yet HH called him world class. Now, here's the thing. I feel that Mane and Salah, they provided very different things. Like Liverpool fans, remember, you could tell me, didn't they say that when you won the title, they said that Mane's goals won Liverpool the most points?
Yep.
So his goals were literally the most valuable. So my thing though is, based on a consistent volume goal scorer, Salah's always going to see what's up. But Mane, at his peak, was extremely clutch and came through when the team needed him. So basically, you need both guys. You need that high volume guy and you need that big clutch guy. So you don't win without one or the other. You needed both.
Very quickly,
Yeah, go ahead, Jim.
Very quickly, you see, people are right now watching Mane and saying, "Oh, he's washed," but people are forgetting Peak Sadio. Peak Sadio was a problem. I'm just gonna say that he was different.
He was.
He loves scoring against Chelsea, man.
Eric is back.
No, but also Jamal. The thing about Sadio was like when Sadio had like an unbelievable season, it coincided with titles in terms of the Champions League, in terms of the Premier League, and in terms of like going for the quadruples last season, etc., etc. The thing about Salah sometimes, which is kind of unfair to him, is when he has an unbelievable season, it comes down to him pretty much carrying the team, and the team don't win anything. So that's the difference.
Here's the thing that you're forgetting. Salah plays how he's meant to play. True. Sadio Mane dips. When Mane plays how he's meant to play, that's when it coincides with titles. It's Mane being inconsistent. If he can keep that level of consistency, then you're going to get the wins and results. It's just Salah's doing what he needs to do. It's just everybody else is slacking.
It's like the Hazard syndrome.
So let me come around to everyone else. So all I want to know is the answer. Because my answer is this: Salah is Liverpool's greatest player in the Premier League era. And Salah is top 3 greatest Liverpool players of all time. That is where I stand.
Top 3 8, bro. You can't sneak that one in.
We're talking You can pick your other 2. Salah is top 3 greatest Liverpool players of all time. That's
no, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not.
Yes, he is.
I can name 3 better than him.
Wait, hold on. Let's go on. So yes,
off the top of my head,
is Salah Liverpool's greatest player in the EPL era? If not, who is?
Oh my God. I don't know how to answer this question because overall consistency, year in year out producing, like him and Kevin De Bruyne probably are the best players in the league for the last 6-7 years. Yeah, you can say 100%. You can say he is the best player in the Premier League era. You can say that, and I probably will agree with you. I think he is.
So greater than Alisson.
Yeah, I think
Henderson, Milner.
I think
that's disrespectful.
You got to look at. I think you got to look at his stats. How he broke the goal scoring record. I know Haaland broke it again. His consistency, like the fact that
golden boots.
In my opinion, he was the best player in the league next to Kevin De Bruyne. Like I think even at times it was Salah, the best, the face of the league. But people, he's Egyptian, yada, etc. Right? So as much as Gerrard was unbelievable, man, Salah won everything there is to win in England. So
how about, can I just
okay? Wait, no, come on, Joram. So NL Bournemouth is the greatest player in the EPL era for Liverpool. Liverpool's greatest EPL player.
Yes, I have to say yes because I think because of the way he's been consistent ever since he came to Liverpool, broke the goal scoring record, golden boots, then win the league, the Champions League, the FA Cup, those stuff. Yeah, I think he is the greatest player because it's been consistent throughout the whole time he's been at Liverpool. He's a tough one, but I think I have to agree. Like he's the best Liverpool player in the Premier League era.
Hokage, you agree? Salah greatest EPL era Liverpool player.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, probably. I mean, the only person that comes close is Gerrard, but yeah. I mean, it's pretty clear. I mean, Gerrard, if he won more trophies, then yeah, Gerrard, because I think Gerrard is overall the better player, but you only won 1 Champions League, bro. So, I mean, yeah.
So, okay, let me throw this before I ask Weske. Would you say that, just going off what Ram said, would you say that Alisson's influence on Liverpool is the same as Can or Neuer's influence on Bayern?
No, come on, dude. Manuel Neuer was the best goalie. Manuel Neuer was the best. He was the best player at a World Cup, and Messi was gifted the best player at a World Cup trophy. Neuer was the best keeper in the world for 9 years. He revolutionized the game. Alisson literally looks up to Neuer, so no.
No, but that's not the question. No, hold up. That's not the question, though. Okay, that's not the question.
Forget one thing. Neuer was top 3 in Ballon d'Or as a goalkeeper.
Yeah, but DPK, Hokage, you didn't answer the question. We're talking about the influence on Liverpool.
Yeah, I don't think he had that great of an influence. I think
no, you're crazy. No, that's crazy. I'm not having that. I'm not having that.
How's that crazy,
bro?
I think if
how's that crazy?
What Liverpool built?
I don't. Let's keep it as
still. Crazy.
I said let's keep it a stack. Yes, let's keep it a stack.
Yes,
Alisson was good. Alisson's influence on Liverpool is not close to Neuer.
No, you guys are sick in the head. You
No,
guys,
it's not.
no. Mignolet and Karius,
he made
no.
one or two good
Millie and
saves.
Karius, no.
He made
I'm
one
not
or two
having
good
it.
saves.
No. Millie and Karius, I'm not having it.
One or two good
I'm not
saves.
having it, bro. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I'm not having
doing
it.
this, bro.
See, no. That's disrespected.
Wait.
That's disrespected, bro.
Wait, hold on. Let me come to Wise. So Wise, do you agree? Is Salah Liverpool's greatest ever player in the EPL era?
I mean, firstly, you can't use Karius ever in an argument because the guy wasn't even conscious. So you can't.
I don't want to hear that name. You do not allow me to hear that name. I don't want to hear that name.
No, the same club that went from Mignolet to Karius and how Alisson revolutionized that Liverpool backline. I'm not having it.
Here's the thing.
I'm not having it.
No, this is my response. If you can cry, you were conscious. If you can cry, you were conscious.
Wow. What you asking? That team still made the Champions League final.
Hold on. Okay, swiftly moving on. So, Salah Liverpool's greatest Liverpool player.
Y'all disrespect him too much, bro. Alisson, give him his props, bro.
Nobody's disrespecting him.
Why make a point?
Easy. Before I say my pick, just Liverpool fans, who gave you lot the bigger moments, like the moments that you remember? Who gave you the more iconic moments?
Gerrard.
It's always going to be Gerrard.
Yeah. So despite Salah's incredible consistency throughout a span of almost a decade now, closing in on a decade. I mean, apart from because that 2019 side, that was Salah played a important part in it, but
it was a squad.
Everyone contributed to it. Like the whole team. It was. Yeah, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say you're proving the reason why a lot of Liverpool fans find it difficult to put him over Steven Gerrard is because of what you just said. I can guarantee you, Liverpool fans can think of so many different situations where Gerrard had those moments. The one thing that Salah doesn't have is those moments where the chips are down.
Because he's in a better team. Yeah, that's right.
But do you know what, Jamal? If he was fit for that Barcelona game, I think they would be like, yeah, he could be up there. But because he wasn't, and the fact that like Origi was there and people like that, and we did it with a team that wasn't fully fit.
I'm gonna be honest,
bro. Bro, honestly, I swear he has only one goal in any final that he's played in.
Gerrard used to score in all the finals.
Gerrard was known to be
playing all the
finals.
I mean, the last I checked,
and that's what really kills him. In that
last I checked, Salah is now on Series 3, Episode 5 of his revenge. So.
That's funny.
Let me say this though. Gerrard could beat Real Madrid when he played against them. Not the same team, but he did beat Real Madrid though.
Gerrard did do that
against Real Madrid.
He did do that at the Bernabeu, man. He did do that at the Bernabeu. So
he was cooking in the Bernabeu. He was.
So you're saying Gerrard then?
Yeah, but the thing with Gerrard is
in the Premier League era, and he never won the Premier League, but whatever.
No, I'm gonna say that. That's what I was gonna come to. That's a huge tax, bro. I'm sorry, like you can't even just walk past that and say, oh well, I mean his performances, the moments, they were great. But bro, you got to win a title, at least one. Like you gotta give me at least one title. And it's not just that you didn't win one; you were directly the cause of losing the title as well. So
I think
that's not even true, but okay, fine.
You know that clause was right.
I forgot about that.
That's amazing.
No.
The guy has Skrtel and Sacco in the back, man, and Moreno as left back, and you want to win a title.
We conceded 51 goals that season.
Like it's a meme.
Like, come on.
Basically, there's a meme tax on Gerrard's greatness clip. There's a meme
like
tax.
that slip is iconic.
But very quickly, you know why?
Okay. Compare the memes, Salah's revenge mission and the slip.
No, the
which
slip
is
too much.
It's not even comparable.
Okay, which is a greater low, the slip or revenge mission?
The
The
slip.
sleeve. The sleeve is a good.
No,
but have a. Let's take out the
Let me answer that, bro. Salah can go on for another at least 3 seasons searching for revenge. Gerrard can't reverse what happened. Salah can go on to search for revenge.
Okay,
there's no way Gerrard
make me feel my exam, by the way.
No. Okay, how about this? What if like Salah spends the rest of his career searching for revenge and never gets the revenge, unless he gets beat like 6-7 more times by Real Madrid? Does that now defeat Slippy?
No, that's so iconic.
The sleep is too iconic, man.
Guys, quickly,
Wait, AJ, very quickly. You know what will be funnier? Just honestly, this is you know we're gonna be in Europa next season. What happens if Real Madrid finishes third and end up in Europa and beat us in the Europa League?
Wait,
that's crazy.
That would be crazy.
It's La Liga. Wait, it's La Liga.
If that happens, Salah have to think Real.
Jamal, can I ask a quick question?
Okay, quickly.
Yeah. I just want to know, and this might be a dumb question, but whatever. I'm Big DR. I'm a holder. I'm Big DR, so it is what it is, right? So let's get it, bro. Shout out, man. Go for my 2-piece, two flex, Anyways, 2 years in a row. Anyways,
yeah.
My question is, which moment is more iconic for different reasons? The slip from the CVG or his performance, I guess Milan. In the final.
Performance against Milan.
No, Milan is more
performance against
Milan,
man.
It was literally.
Drop the brick. I mean, I feel like
it was literally
You actually derailed the whole thing for that trash.
Yes, you're on a hat trick, bro.
Listen.
There's the hat trick.
Yo, Ziman.
This is what I do. This is what I do.
So Ziman, so would you put him as greatest player of all?
Yeah, no, yes, you're generational, bro.
You actually
Yes, a 4-piece. A 4-piece.
Hey, it was what I do.
Bro, the XB is crazy, man.
Yeah, so Ziman, is he who's the greatest EPL era player for Liverpool then?
Oh yeah. Shout out to Laker Nation, man. We're about to get it.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, in terms of who's better, I would say Salah, man. He contributed more to trophies, and again, he's better in terms of who's your greatest. I feel like he's your greatest EPL player.
Okay,
and I just look at it and I see no arguments for Steven G. You could say moments he did contribute to the UCL, but at the same time, he also contributed to you guys not winning he was one of the contributors to you guys not winning the EPL.
51 goals, yeah.
In that sense, I mean, this guy's one of your top goal scorers already. It's just the resume says itself, man. It's I think he's your best player, and I don't think Alisson is. I think the impact Alisson had impact, but I don't understand where this whole he had better impact than Neuer. That just to me doesn't make sense. Aside from that, man, Salah's your greatest player.
I just thought something real quick. Is that I don't know who can, whether a mod can do this or someone. Someone should actually take notes of bricks drawn on members and so forth. So we should actually do like a collation on how many bricks does someone have and so forth.
Yeah, a tally, man.
Yeah, so we should do like a tally
that'll be fun.
Bricks.
Yeah, that'll be
fun.
If someone can actually do that, that'd be great. So we should do a tally of bricks. Because I'm sure Gatlock would be. Gatlock. I think you've got to be the guy to do this, man. That would be amazing.
I think Gatlock already keeps track.
Yeah. Yassin must be on a 5-piece now. I think he must be on a 4-piece.
He's on a 4-piece. A 4-piece.
Just a quick thing.
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me go to Eric real quick. So Eric and Kenny. So Eric, who is Liverpool's greatest ever Premier League era player? Eric.
Okay, so I think that it's a very obvious answer. I think it's Salah. I think Salah has proved a lot of haters wrong. We have a few haters in this current panel right now, including the host of the stream. But
yes.
I think it took a very long time, but he finally admitted that Salah is world class. Ooh. And by the way, just to break it to people who didn't realize, Salah was always better than Mane.
What?
Yeah.
I saw you on the Mane account.
That's debatable.
Yeah, Eric.
There was some seasons where he's better.
Yeah, fair enough. But there's a difference between one season or two and just in general. So for me, I think Salah is. I mean, you can't even. You can't. It's like when. For example, I don't know. It's not the same comparison.
Wait, Eric. Do you still have these shades? Do you still have these shades?
Eric is a nice guy, man.
No, I'm just saying, those are cool shades because those shades have like a white reflection. So
Eric,
I'm a shades connoisseur. So when I see good shades, I know.
Eric, how many people did you let through today? How many people did you let through today?
So the shades question. By the way, those aren't shades. I'm not weird like HH who wears shades indoors.
Only because they are spectacles.
Yeah, the glasses, they're not shades. Okay. But yeah, anyway, so I think that Salah. Okay, so I can use teams to compare. It's not the same thing, but I can say, like, for example, Liverpool won the title. Liverpool were similar level with City at points, right? They challenged a few times, but if you're comparing them, we know that City are better than Liverpool, right? Even though 1 or 2 seasons Liverpool were better. So that's the same thing with Mane and Salah. Mane might have had 1 or 2 good seasons, but generally speaking, Salah is better. That is factual. I think that's fair to say when you look at everything Salah has done for Liverpool. And I think I can go as far as saying, not only did he win the Champions League, which Gerrard did, as well as the Premier League, which Gerrard didn't do. I think based on the stats, you can say that this guy, if he's not the greatest ever Liverpool player, I think he's getting there. Honestly, I think you can make the arguments.
No, he's not.
Wait. No, Ram.
Ever?
No. Hold on, Ram. Now, serious now, but what is wrong with Eric saying that he is getting there? So you're saying that he can never achieve being the under greatness?
Because of the king.
King was the Gleesh? Man, that black and white. I mean, want to know what that black and white TV type of football.
No, Ram, stop that. If at the end of Salah's
relax,
career,
bro. He played in color, bro.
No. If Salah gives you 3 or 4 more UCLs, he now scores even more
3
goals.
or 4 more. That's
drop the break.
Drop the break. 3 or 4.
Drop the break.
No. Guys, since we're tallying bricks, I'm not going to be now biased towards everything.
3 or 4? Yo, what is this? What is this?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is what it is. It is what it is.
That is true.
No, but hold up. You can't say that, Dalglish will be the greatest one whatsoever. No. Anybody can take the freaking throne.
No, bro, you can't just say, if he drops another 3 or 4 UCLs. Like,
yeah,
what does
one at best.
What does that mean? What does that
You
mean?
know you only have like 2 years left.
But wait, I want to ask HH a question. Have you watched John Barnes, HH? Because I know you're around that age.
John Barnes was a super player.
John Barnes is a legend. Is he a Liverpool legend? John Barnes?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Eric, 100%. Well, in terms of it, 99% of black people support Liverpool because of John Barnes.
Yeah, my dad.
Pretty much.
Okay, all right.
Because John Barnes is
and that's why he's a Liverpool legend. That's why.
Did you?
No, look.
No, because he won us multiple league titles.
Basically, ask anybody who saw John Barnes play. They're going to say that the guy was.
What about Grant Souness?
He's a great too.
That probably flag mentions.
I stopped it halfway.
Did
Please.
No technique, Souness, huh?
Did you see Souness live?
Kenny, who you saying? Kenny is Salah Liverpool's greatest ever EPL player? Kenny.
King Kenny.
Kenny, Barbie, Kenny, Paul, Kenny, Barbie.
Barbie?
Yeah.
Why is it Barbie?
Yeah,
Respect my black king, bro. Kenny, shout out to you, bro.
What was the question?
Black king.
Yeah.
No,
Kenny.
I didn't know you roll like that, man.
Kenny, the question is,
Sean love to my
Kenny, the question is, if he has and just meet his
Whoa,
wife,
what the heck?
Kenny, the question is,
yo, that's a break.
That's a break.
No. Hey, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. No.
Since we're
Don't
tallying,
you dare.
since we're
No,
tallying, so keep tallying.
This is corruption. This is corruption.
Of course it is. It's a 7 corruption. So
what is this, a Somali parliament?
Is
this corruption?
Wow.
Is Salah Liverpool's greatest ever Premier League era player in the Premier League era?
Of course, yeah. Obviously, for me, obviously, I can't tell Liverpool fans.
Yeah, you can.
But personally, I think so. The accolades and all that, what is brought, like, basically, he's been part of the most successful Liverpool team in this era as well, and he's been the face of that team for me. And there's been like the consistency has been crazy and all that stuff. And also, when they say the Chelsea team, honestly, I'm not mad because when he came, the player was at Chelsea, he wasn't ready. He came in, he was quite young and all that. And I'm not mad at him that he left and did what was good for his career and he become a better player. But yeah, personally, I think so. But I wanted to ask a Liverpool a question to the Liverpool player. Like, if we like all time, like, what is your top? Is Gerrard part of your top 3 player? A Liverpool player.
In terms of the best.
No, if like right now we're talking like club like top 3 player.
Kenny, Barnes, Gerrard.
I mean, but you guys didn't even watch.
Because if for you guys Gerrard is a top 3 player and people think that Salah is better than Gerrard. There's an argument that Salah is top 3 all time.
Eric made a key point. Okay, Ram, were you alive when Kenny Dalglish was playing? Did he see him live?
Yes.
Ram older than HH.
Ram.
It's like the Pele thing, man. You have to go on the history.
Was your brain fully functioning and so forth? Were you a grown individual person when Dalglish was at his peak?
I prefer not to speak.
Tell the
truth. Basically, you weren't. See, this is what I don't like. So this is just okay because everyone says he's and so forth. I say use the eye test. You can respect what is and so forth. If you didn't see the dude play, you didn't see the dude play.
That's not. But you can still
because you see. I don't want to say this. So hold on. This is a term that people don't like and it's very disrespectful, but I'm going to say it. How good was Dalglish really?
What? Oh, nah, you don't go.
No, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful.
Kenny, I am aware. Kenny, I am aware.
That's disrespectful.
Because see, Ram, you see what? Because you know what I'm going to do? After this is done, I'm going to go on YouTube, and if I look at YouTube and if I press stop after 1 minute. It is what it is.
No, come on, black and white tax.
No, hold up. Kenny, I'm giving Dalglish a minute to impress you.
No.
If this guy doesn't impress me after a minute, I'm pressing stop.
You can't be doing that. Come on.
I know what this is, Kenny, guys. I know what this is. HH is so happy. No.
Kenny, I'm giving you 1 minute to impress me.
I understand HH. Chelsea avoided relegation. HH is in a happy mood. He's out disrespecting everyone. I know what it is. You should have seen him a week ago.
I would advise you to go to twitter.com and watch Dixie's fell comp, bro. Somebody made a fell comp on your
Bro,
it's disgusting.
Look, but shout out to King Kenny. Who?
Let me ask.
Let me say shout out to King Kenny, but didn't King Kenny force Liverpool players to wear Suarez t-shirts during the whole season?
Don't say that. We don't mention that.
I don't remember this.
We don't mention that.
I don't remember this.
I don't remember that. That never happened.
Okay. Okay, never happened.
Does Kenny Dalglish coaches like he wasn't the best manager?
Somebody said John Terry. Somebody said John Terry.
No.
Did someone said John Terry?
Kenny, did Dalglish
Premier League with Blackburn?
Yeah, he won the Premier League with Blackburn.
Yeah, he did. No. That's Doy.
This Blackburn. We're talking about Liverpool, man. Don't claim them.
No, that's Blackburn. Is huge.
Nah.
Was Alan Shearer? Was it Alan Shearer?
Oh yeah. By the way,
what has he done for your club? What has he done for Liverpool? Don't care about Blackburn.
He won the league with Liverpool as a manager already.
Yeah, he won the league as a manager for Liverpool.
But that would manager player. Come on.
Can I ask a hypothetical question?
Wait. Let's get to Dominguez's man. So Marushti, when you start saying peak X player says everything, how do you mean? What do you mean when you start saying peak?
When you say
it's easier to compare
like peak Pogba or stuff like that.
Yeah, because people have always compare players by their peak. I think that's the first way, because obviously some guys don't have great careers and so forth, but I think the first way to compare players is at your best. Who's better?
Yeah,
This is
because
you at your
Salah
best.
once
This is you
upon
at your best.
because Salah once
It
upon a
depends
time
what
was a
you're
speed
arguing.
merchant. That's what he was. He was just a speed merchant.
Which is why Chelsea sold him, because he wasn't good enough for Chelsea.
You guys just
Havoc,
keep
can I
running up
quickly
and
just
down.
say, you do realize this conversation may be obsolete in the next 3 to 4 years?
In what sense?
Because I think if what I hope is going to happen, that Trent moves into midfield, I think he will be in that conversation as well.
Yeah, it might be the Scouse attack. I'm not gonna lie.
You can't say he's not integral part of this Liverpool team because he was integral.
EPL, I dare you to let this happen. I dare you to let this guy conquer your league as a midfielder, man. I dare you.
Conquer your league. Look, hold on. Omarishte, Mo destroyed Alisson at the Champions League semis masterpiece.
Against Roma.
Against Roma.
I think that was his biggest moment. That was Salah's biggest moment.
From AI squad, name one player with individual records. Huh?
I think he's saying from our squad.
From our squad, name one player with individual records.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, actually, Salah's that dude. Salah's that
Probably
dude.
Trent.
Wait, sure. Harris of Ifman. Which is a bigger meme? Gerrard slip or Carrot?
Karius.
No, the slip, man.
Gerrard slip.
No.
Gerrard slip.
I have
the
never...
slip.
Guys, let me tell you right now.
There's an anniversary.
I've only seen Karius' mistake once, and that was when I watched it live. I have never seen that again, ever, because it is the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my entire life in football.
Would you say that's
Hokage, even if I was in an alternative universe asleep, how do you see a guy that's 2 years away from you and you throw it at his legs?
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
not gonna lie, man. Second embarrassment watching that.
That's cap. AJ, HJ's glasses are prescription for his yellow eyes.
Damn.
What?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not a vampire. I don't know what I say. So shout out to AJ. I'm not a vampire. I am human. My eyes are white, I think. Oh yeah, no, they are. Yeah,
I don't think vampires' eyes are yellow, man.
Miguel Rabines. It's Salah's because he won the EPL and UCL. Okay, well, he didn't win it. His team won it. But his contribution to the EPL, UCL, and his individual records makes his resume very good.
You know what? You know one thing.
Wait. Hold. And last one. Eric, the heaven receptionist. Yassir, Tom, Enzo, Fred, Hampton. # I'm back in heaven. Oh, wow. Okay, why is the photo of Eric half asleep? That's my thing. That's what I want to know.
Not enough clients. Not enough clients.
True serenity.
So, real quick. So, and then we'll go to our last topic. So, SJ, who is Liverpool's greatest player in the EPL era? SJ.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
I think it's Gerrard.
Why?
Stevie G.
I think Salah's squad has been really well built. Klopp, the manager, is superior. Gerrard was literally a one-man machine, and Mourinho also wanted him at Chelsea. There were a lot of factors with Gerrard. Mourinho wanted him, and all the other managers wanted him. He was literally carrying that Liverpool team. And if you just want to compare trophies, then there is no comparison between Rafa Benitez and Klopp. This Klopp has just won Premier League. Premier League was the trophy that was more important. You can't compare trophies like that and compare legacies like that. I think Gerrard did it for a longer time. I think Gerrard literally had that UCL run, and if he had better players around him, can you tell me he wouldn't have won a Premier League? The team was trash.
Ram and then Blick. Ram.
I won't hear the point of Gerrard never played with great players. He never played with great players consistent enough. He only had
Mascherano.
Wait, guys. Let me land.
Yeah, let him ram. Yeah, yes, let me meet you guys, Mike.
You're talking about the Mascherano Alonso incredible team, but it only lasted for 1 year, and then it got torn apart. Maybe you could say mitigating circumstances, the owners tried to bankrupt the entire club and all that kind of stuff. But the one thing I wouldn't say is that he never played with crap players or was like a one-man team. But he never played with incredible players on a consistent basis compared to some of his counterparts. So
it's just 1 point more.
We don't have to Blick at the shit. So Blick, what do you want to say about your SJ? Blick.
Okay, so I wanted to ask Ram something. Yeah. So Ram, what would Salah have to do to be the GOAT? Because
if he's Black, I'll just do this real quick. Come back to me in 2 years, and if he's doing the same thing, I'll have a conversation then.
Wait, so you need him to do this for 8 years, 20+ goals for 8 years.
I mean, Gerrard did it for about 13.
No, he did. No, he did not do 20+ goals for 13 years.
I'm not talking about 20+ goals. I'm talking about playing at the highest level for almost.
No, but you got to keep in mind, Gerrard came from the Liverpool academy, man. He was younger. Salah came to Liverpool when he was 25.
Yeah, so what? If he wants to be the best, he has to be at the highest level. If he can do it for another 2 years, then cool, I'll have the conversation.
Okay, so SJ, make your last point, and then we move to the final topic. SJ, make your point.
Yeah. So first of all, again, I think the system argument has been made. I'll just take 1 minute in it. Hazard and Salah has been a long-ranging debate. I'll just add a context to the Salah achievements. I've always rated Hazard more than Salah. Salah, I think, has been aided more by the system. And I'm not saying
Sorry, go on.
Wait. Salah is an incredible goal scorer. One of the greatest goal scorers I have seen. But he's not a winger like Liverpool fans claim. He's an inside forward. And he's aided by Mane, Trent. This is a very, very good team to score goals. I think there need to be a context to this. Salah is an incredible goal scorer. You can say he's the best goal scorer of the PL generation. But I still think Gerrard edges it.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, so let me introduce him on a final topic, man. So, David T. HH moving like FIFA and Sepp Blatter with his breakdown nominations, bribery and corruption. Hey, look, Blatter gave Africa the World Cup, man, so shout out to Sepp Blatter. HH, what did you ask about Kenny? Probably saw him grow up. I did not see him grow up. I'm not that old. Relax. I turned 19 in October.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Not even seen him play.
If man, best Liverpool players.
45 years old.
Best Liverpool players: 1 Dalglish, 2 Gerrard, 3 Salah. Ooh, Salah's 3. Ian Rush 4, Keegan 5, John Barnes 6, Alan Hansen 7, Graham Souness 8, VVD 9. Oh, Mane makes the 10.
I disagree with the top 3. I think Rush has to be in that top 3.
So you're saying Rush over Salah?
350 goals for Liverpool, man, in the space of 10 years.
Was he ever so
he won the UCL.
He won the UCL.
Like he won it like 2 times.
Twice.
Damn,
Twice.
Your boy ain't making it out alive.
Okay, look, man. All right, that's fair.
No. I'll say it again. 2 more years, then I'll happily put him there.
Okay, so guys, we have some final topic. No, hold up. We have some final topics. So, guys, and I want to come to Kenny, who I know is Nigerian. So Kenny.
I'm Nigerian too.
And Blake, who's Nigerian.
So am I.
No, you're not. You're from Somalia. So I'm gonna.
Wow. That was a bit aggressive.
Yeah, that was a little tone, bro.
So I said it the nicest way I could. So my thing though is, shout out my Somalian guys, man, quality people. So my thing though is this. So I want to come to Kenny and to so Nigeria Twitter was pissed off earlier. Nigeria Twitter went off. So Napoli are Serie champions. We know that well done to what they've done in this Serie. And there was a photo of Maradona crowning Khvicha. And Nigeria Twitter went crazy. Like, hold up, wait a minute. What about the guy who has now scored more goals than any other African player in a Serie season, which is more than the great Samuel Eto'o and more than the great George Weah? What about the guy who is going to win the top goal scorer award this season? What about the guy who scored the goal that pretty much clinched the title against Udinese? And this is the key there. For me, look, I think they've both been great. But what changed for me was when Osimhen was injured and that Milan UCL tie. Because before that Milan UCL tie, I felt that, you know what? In terms of dribbling, assists, goal scoring, and overall play, you could make an argument that Khvicha has really been Napoli's best and most important player, just overall best player. But then came Osimhen's injury and Milan. Khvicha missing that penalty and unable to really be effective without Osimhen. And in that second leg, you missed the penalty in that game, and Osimhen was the only guy who scored that goal, and he wasn't even in the first leg. People's argument was, if Osimhen played, maybe Napoli beats Milan. So over those 2 legs, if Osimhen played in that first leg, maybe they win. So there's no evidence to now show that Without Osimhen, Napoli struggled, as opposed to if you had Osimhen, your main goal scorer and goal getter, boom. Because it was not only Khvicha who was supplying Osimhen. So that was still a very good team with very good guys who could give Osimhen the ball, and we saw the various goals that Osimhen scored. So for me, I feel that when you just look at this overall, amazing team. Everyone did their thing. Osimhen is the face of this dub. Because I just feel like if Khvicha still had an amazing season, but I just felt like he sort of went a bit down towards the end of the season. But for the entirety of the season, Osimhen has been incredible. And I think that Osimhen, in this season, he's literally put himself on the map as one of the top targets for the season. And let's be real, everybody's in for him because De Laurentiis has said 150. Not one couple less than 150. So good luck to you, United. So Kenny, what do you make? Khvicha and Osimhen, who do you think has been the main player for Napoli's dub this season? Osimhen or Khvicha? Kenny?
I think they've been both upon that picture. You know that picture you said about. I saw that picture with Maradona, but I saw with Osimhen on the.
Oh no! They changed it.
So they changed it.
So basically, what happened is that? So basically, it was the English Twitter handle of the Serie. So the Serie English, and they had it as thingy. Then a bunch of people then changed it to Osimhen. Then I just shared that. So now that's good. But the original one was with Khvicha.
I think both of them, they've been important. Obviously, latter part, the like you said, the Milan penalty miss and all that stuff, and yeah, Osimhen scored the title with the clinching goal as well. I think both of them they have arguments. It depends what you prefer. Like obviously, most of the time, yeah, it's the top scorer, the striker that gets the plaudits. But obviously, there's a let's be real, there's a color tax. Let's be honest.
I know someone's gonna say it. Someone's gonna say it.
Yeah. The elephant in the room. Come on, we all know about it. But yeah, obviously, I think I'm obviously Nigerian. I may be biased. I'm going to say Osimhen. I think he's been the most important. He's been there in obviously usually the striker, the top scorer. But honestly, I don't mind if you say number 77. KKK or KK and
well, no, just call him KK.
But yeah, I would say KK. Yeah, but I would say Osimhen. I would say Osimhen. I think I probably think he's the most important player. I think 77 might be the best player, but I think that Osimhen has been the most important.
And also, and for me, I think the thing about this is, it just shows how cheap people are, because people just want something that's viral. They call him like Cavaradona. Oh, Maradona. Khvicha has been quality amazing. He doesn't come close to what Maradona was. So are we now comparing Khvicha to what Maradona was?
It's the style of play. If you like, I think that it's not
Maradona.
Kenny,
we're not putting Khvicha in the same breath as
Maradona. No. But when you compare it to like Osimhen, obviously, usually the style like.
Bro, wait. Why would
his style of play is closer to that?
If Diego was going to annoy anybody, why the hell would he put anything on that PMP variant Osimhen?
Oh my gosh, man!
Why would that be
No.
Wow.
Is that you truly cool?
Is that you truly cool? Yeah, that's a yellow card.
That's a yellow. That's
why?
That's a yellow.
Out of nowhere.
Let him
That's
cook.
a yellow.
Let him cook.
That's a yellow. And then I want to hear from Wise, because I'm going to cook Wise. So Blake, Osimhen or Khvicha, who do you think has been more crucial?
I'll say Osimhen, because you know what? Actually, let me retract that statement. I feel like they're like 1A, 1B. But I'll give
Batman and Robin.
Yeah, I'll give the edge to Osimhen because of the goals he scored, the volume of goals he scored, when he scored the goals, and the fact that when he was out, you saw how much he was needed. The guy for the big moments. Even when they were going out, he still got that G.
Yeah.
And like I saw people in the crowd, they were wearing freaking the masks that Osimhen wears.
Yeah.
So now that's become a selling item.
Yeah. It's a thing now. It's a thing. Yeah.
And not only that picture of him with the fans, that picture is going to be a very iconic picture going down the line.
Oh, huge.
If you're looking at what you saying?
Oh no, sorry. I just because I don't know because sometimes Twitter do this viral videos. So there's something on TikTok where I don't know who they're playing. I think because the kid looks like Totorino. So you know how you have the kids who you go out with the players and so forth, and they stand in front of you. So this kid, I think he had his hair like Osimhen and everything, and they actually see him put on the mask and then pretty much like shake Osimhen and so forth before they go and everything. So like he's been iconic and so forth. But let's be real now. That's the good side. Now the bad side is
Racismo.
No.
I mean,
The bad side is
have you seen the cake?
Yes, the chocolate cake. Yes, the chocolate cake.
Oh my gosh, that was terrible. That was horrible.
What happened with the chocolate cake?
No. The person that made that cake, no, that person should be doing time because that was terrible.
So Blake, you're saying that it's Osimhen who's really
the impact that he's made, man. The dude's a living legend. Like in terms of what he's done for this team and how he's brought them to this level. Because think about it, look at the strikers Napoli have had, and this is the dude that helped them win. The Scudetto. Nah, man, this guy changed into the cake.
Oh no, look, I'm never gonna go there. So look, wise case. So you say that it should be Khvicha over Osimhen, who you call a PNP merchant. Talk to me.
I didn't call him a PNP merchant. I said a variant of PNP. He has got. Listen, MCU tax. He has got some technique.
You just thinking of Man United.
He has got. I'm not gonna answer that question. He has got some technique, and bro, they've both been very helpful towards Napoli's Scudetto.
But who's been more clutch? Who's been more clutch?
I mean, clutch. I mean, what are we saying? They're like 15 points. 15 points ahead. Hold on a minute. They're like, bro, they won the Scudetto in like December. What do we mean clutch? Like, what are we talking about here?
When
like,
the team has needed a winning goal and someone to say what's up, it's been.
Well, first of all, that wasn't a winning goal. That was a draw. So no, they didn't actually win the game.
No. I said throughout the season.
I mean,
where's the hate coming from?
I know.
I feel a little bit hate. I feel you're kind of hating right now.
Wait, hold on. Let me land. This is my segment of the See, the real Vic, not Victor, Khvicha. Bro, as a player if you go pound for pound, bro, there's not even a comparison. Like, I'm sorry, like Khvicha is just a far superior player.
Yeah, we know this.
We know this.
You know,
and the influence, I'd say the influence this season. See, the only thing that Khvicha has kind of, can put you off is that stint where Osimhen was injured and he didn't really step up. Like
that's the clincher.
And he didn't step up. But you can't. This dude lubricated. He done the Lubinsky on that Liverpool side in the CL.
But Waski, you
that's
just
not how
that's group stage, man.
But you just made my point that when Osimhen was missing and now the spotlight is on you, you saw how the team struggled and how he was not able to inspire the team. So you showed you that this team needs Osimhen.
Yeah, but I don't see the problem with this is the uproar about that picture being uploaded. Bro, this has gone on for the entire season. Like I don't mind Osimhen because he's not like that clown Tim's. He's actually got footballing ability. But this whole thing of like no, I do not respect him. The whole thing of like not being because let's be real, he's not been appreciated enough in terms of the wider throughout the season, bro. Like if you see a promo or a post about Osimhen, Khvicha is in there somewhere. Like he's in the background or the picture. You rarely see like either the Serie page or the Napoli official page praise Osimhen on its own. Like so, it's either collective or he's not there at all. Whereas Khvicha, that's their guy. Like if you're being real, that's the guy they're trying to promote. Hence, you saw the picture.
We know this.
Hence the picture with the with Diego. But HS as a lal, I see. This is pure just Nigerian tax. And by the way, has Nigerians forgotten what this guy did sorry, lack of a better term, didn't do.
YSK. What?
We're not talking about that.
We're not talking about that. Last YSK, we're not talking about the Super Eagles. We're talking about
Super Pigeons.
YSK.
YSK, what happened when he didn't have the Khvicha against Guinea-Bissau?
Last I checked, Nigeria is still looking for flight tickets. They're still looking for flight tickets to Qatar. That's that. And this guy didn't turn up. That's besides the point.
Wait, YSK, where are you from?
He's not English.
Wait, tell me, why did you go mute? Why did you go silent?
You're ashamed of where you're from. What's going on?
Because
he's scared, bro.
Wait, who
He's
said?
scared.
Who said I'm English?
I think it's Sri Lanka.
You're not English?
Wait, who
I
said
think it's Sri Lanka.
No, I'm half Sri Lankan, half Mexican, bro.
Mexican?
What?
Yeah,
that's
a lie. That's a lie. Not true. That's true.
Can you speak Spanish?
Wait.
How do you know it's true?
Wait, who said?
And
Who
his
said I was
Spanish,
English?
it's trash.
That's true.
No, YSK, that's cap. You've tried to speak Spanish and it sounds horrendous.
No, he knows. I mean,
Bro, I know. Ask Yasser, bro. What are you talking about, man?
Yeah, he's Mexican,
Can I talk about this topic?
Bro, I saw him. He was partying yesterday, bro. Of course he's Mexican.
He's like Mongolian.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
Okay, so I heard about I heard partying, Mongolian. I heard like stereotypes of Mexicans and so forth. So,
bro,
lit. Is one of my favorite holidays.
You can't let that slide. Mongolia is too far, bro.
Yeah, like Mongolia. That's like, isn't that Genghis Khan? The hell?
Yeah, Genghis Khan.
Who was the guy said what's up to a whole continent? Zima. So what were you saying?
Let me go after him.
Yes, sir.
It's just was you there to witness it?
I wasn't there. I was not there. 1300. So
that's crazy. All right. In terms of who's more important, we're talking about Serie A because let's be honest. Well, what did they both do in the Champions League?
He scored against Milan.
No.
He got one back against Milan.
Well, he scored against Frankfurt.
Okay, can I land? Yeah, can I land?
Yeah, try.
Yeah, let him land.
But in terms of
Srexican. Wow. Okay.
Well, in terms of importance, you look at from October to September. Osimhen was actually injured. You know who showed up when he was injured the most?
No one. That's who showed up. No one showed up.
No one showed up. It was literally Khvicha that was showing up the most in terms of even GA.
Yeah,
and then
lying
I feel
alive, bro.
What am I lying about?
What's
this guy talking about?
Continue with the cup.
Can you mute him, HH? Can you mute him?
Continue with the cup.
Can you mute him, HH? This
let me mute him.
All right. In terms of impact for Serie A, I feel like you guys are downplaying what Khvicha did, but at the same time, you gotta respect Victor Osimhen, man. He did his thing. He
missed the penalty against Milan. Clutch penalty.
No. But we're talking about Serie A. What does this have to do with the Champions League?
No, we're talking about overall.
Whole season.
That's my whole point. No. In terms of who contributed to the Serie A, you can make an argument that Khvicha has as much of a contribution, if not more, than Victor Osimhen. That's not now. When it comes to Victor Osimhen, I have to give him credit.
When the guy is the top scorer and scored loads of winning goals and key clutch goals throughout the season.
Yeah, but when he was injured, no.
Was Khvicha the only guy who was assisting him? Was he the only person who gave him all the assists?
Bro, he's one of them.
He wasn't.
No. If you're talking about GAM plus performance, then I don't understand. You're an eye technique merchant. You're an eye technique merchant, though.
Let me break it down. As a footballer, Khvicha is an overall better footballer than Osimhen. That's not the argument of who the better football player is. It's who has been most crucial and who is. If you had to pick who has been the most important player for Napoli, this is not who is their best player. The best player is Khvicha, but the most important player has been him.
Whole argument, but my assessment was the whole argument started because somebody crowned Khvicha with the Serie A, right? They were giving him the crown of Maradona.
No, that Maradona crown was that makes no sense. Because Khvicha did not have the kind of impact that Maradona had for Napoli in those seasons when Maradona was clearly the best player.
No. From an impact standpoint, I understand you looking at Victor Osimhen. He was impactful. I'm not even denying that. But in terms of overall performance, who's their main performer on a consistent basis, then it would be Khvicha from a creative standpoint. just like Diego Maradona. I think they went that route. But then again, there is, a racist type of aspect to it, or we're not going to go there. But in terms of Victor Osimhen, I have to, you know what, man? I have to give him his kudos. I've been his hater.
You were one of the haters. Thank you.
I've been his haters.
Congratulations. It all makes sense now.
I know. Yes, it all makes sense.
For what?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I give credit where it's due, man. I'm not gonna cap. Like last season, this guy was trash. I'm not gonna try to make up. I'm not gonna try to reverse. Just try to make up things for him. And my thing is, he's been crucial. Credit to him. Incredible goal scorer. He is better than Lukaku. That's for sure. I don't think that's a debate.
Z-Man, question. Question, Z-Man.
Has Osimhen balled in the World Cup against Brazil in a
did he win that World Cup?
Wait. You say you didn't want to talk about national teams.
Nigerian tax, man. Nigerian tax.
If De Bruyne didn't flop, then
look at this guy.
Yeah, but again, is it for me? It's like, is it best for Osimhen to leave Napoli? Because
I think he should stay one more year.
No, Ziman. I don't think he's going to have a choice because unless someone has 150 million, he ain't leaving.
But HH, I'm gonna be real with you guys.
Yeah.
The answer is clearly Osimhen. The answer is clearly Osimhen.
Well, you can't say clearly.
No, I think it's clear. I think it's clear. No, the reason why, because I think it's like the whole package. Like, one people I listen to is the own fan base. The way Napoli fan base have celebrated Osimhen, that tells you all you need to know. That's just the honest truth, because we're all biased here, because we're looking from the outside looking in, so we have our own biases. Zeman obviously has his own bias, etc., etc. We all know that. So we're looking to
okay.
No, but I'm just you're just an easy example. That's just you just say you was hating on him. You literally say you was hating on him last season. You literally said that.
Z-Man, relax. He's praising him because he wants him at United.
No. Okay.
That was literally because this guy was an awful performer, and I feel like you guys were bigging him up for no reason up until this season.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, we all know Osimhen's whole history. Osimhen was his. If we look at his football history, it's not sparkling. The guy struggled till he ended up in Lille. Let's be real out here. I'm not saying he's the all end all and be all, but it's kind of, for me, when I look at Napoli and when I look at them winning the Serie A, and the way everybody, the whole Napoli fan base, the whole city, the way they take into Osimhen, that tells me everything I need to know. And now forget about his goals, because if you look at it in terms of impact, in terms of football, it's hard to differentiate. Because one guy is a goal scorer, one guy is a creator. Let's be honest. One guy creates, one guy scores, and they're all 1-2 punch. But we're talking about people making cakes. We're talking about people dressing their kids up, blackface and all that stuff as Osimhen. We're talking about kids wearing a mask. We're talking about the whole the Maradona Stadium, literally celebrating Victor Osimhen. It is clear, guys. It's clear. It's Osimhen in terms of the impact not only he had on the pitch, he had on the city, on the fan base. Come on, it's him.
Can I speak on this?
Okay, let me quickly come to AK, then come to Jamal. AK, then Jamal.
I want to have a devil's advocate here, because one of the main arguments I've seen for Khvicha is this: Osimhen's been in Napoli for 2 seasons. Why did, when Khvicha come, did Napoli suddenly win the title? Because he had Insigne before. So are we saying Khvicha is so much better than Insigne that he
yes,
or was it Osimhen, improving himself?
You see, and again, that is a hard thing to answer, because we don't know whether it's because everybody has that breakout season. Remember, Vini first few seasons, we thought, oh no, this guy's trash. Then he had that breakout season.
No, nobody thought he was trash.
So no.
HH did.
Only you,
Vini?
No, come on.
Vini, Rodrygo.
So my thing though is 100% Khvicha definitely improved the team, but was it only Khvicha alone, or was it just the team as a collective? Also, Was Kim here last season as well?
No, it wasn't there.
They had that bum Valley.
Yes, so you now have the introduction of Kim and Khvicha as well.
Zambo Gisa as well.
And Gisa as well. So my thing is that though, like there were many new additions, not just Khvicha, that helps to increase. And remember, when you're on a team, you feed off the energy of everyone. It's an entire collective. Yeah. So my thing though is for Osimhen, you can, and even as well, bro. As much as I was like, okay, Ziman's going to be my guy, I actually agreed with Ziman to a certain degree that Osimhen still looks very raw last season. And I was like, no, I see potential here, but your football is not very well refined. And I still said, no, this guy needs a lot of improvements. And I saw Osimhen greatly improve and work on the things that I say you have to work on from where he was last season. So
I'm still not convinced, by the way.
I still think I think it's Osimhen. I think it's Osimhen. I think anytime it's a title-winning team, the goal scorer is the most important part, in my opinion, because he's the guy that gets you the goals, that gets you the points.
I don't know. I think it's performer.
It's like, in terms of
I
think performer is more in terms of best player. I think if you're talking most important players, I think it has to be goal scorer.
Okay, no. Okay,
that's a big one.
When Leicester City won the league, was Vardy their top scorer?
Yes, by far.
So who was and who was their most important player? It was either Mahrez or Kante.
Yeah, Kante was huge.
But guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. Vardy is underrated. That season, Vardy had Vardy was doing crazy things.
He was
12 in a row. Yeah, 12.
But my thing is, the most important player was either without Mahrez or Kante. Those goals don't even come through.
That's a good point, generated.
Those goals don't come through.
But Jamie Vardy was having a party though.
But the most important player is the most impactful. And I'm sorry, your impact is determined by how you perform in 90 minutes. So if a person is having more of a performance, you're a goal scorer. That's great.
Jamal, you're here now. You guys keep telling me that in that title-winning season, Van Dijk was your most impactful player. So all of Salah's goals, all of Mane's goals, no. Salah, of course your goals were key, but they say no. Van Dijk was Liverpool's most important player for that title win. So it's not just the guy scoring the goals. So my thing is so that's why Khvicha, he's very key, but for Osimhen, it's not only the goals, it's when he scored those goals and the importance of those goals. And I don't think that Napoli had a Kante or a Mahrez or a Van Dijk.
All right, guys.
That's the impact was.
I mean, they kind of did with Kim and Khvicha. Like they kind of did. They did have impactful players.
Was Kim as impactful for Napoli as Van Dijk for Liverpool?
He was.
He was.
It's not.
He was for that league title. He was.
It's not easy.
No, it was. No, it definitely was. No, but you can see the team. The way the team played without Osimhen, the guy was obviously he wasn't the best player, but what he did to defenders as well, the guy was he was terrorizing some of these Serie defenders.
With this, go
for it.
With this, I think Osimhen is the most impactful and important player in that Napoli team because with Osimhen just reminded me of that Robert Van Persie season where we had with Fergie, and he was just scoring all those goals and we won the league. Without team that team and that Napoli team, they just struggle because you can score goals without having to have assists or something like that. So I think Osimhen has been important because the goals he scored.
Wait, hold on.
The goals he has scored during the moments they needed him, and he showed up because you saw that Champions League game. That first when they didn't have Osimhen, they literally struggled to create something or score a goal. But when they had him the second leg, they did score a goal. So I'm saying
they created a lot more chances as well.
Exactly. So the strikers are important because I think Osimhen is important because look at it if you look at Napoli fans, they just the mask, I think they made a song about him.
Yeah.
They made a song of him. So I think that they all love Osimhen. Khvicha is important, but Osimhen is just that guy that the one that just bailed them out when they needed him to bail them out. So I think Osimhen is the guy.
And actually kind of say
that, but I think you're looking at it from the standpoint of the end of the season. Towards the beginning in October and September, it was literally Khvicha while Osimhen was injured. and that run was what solidified them to be contenders for the league title.
But yeah, look, but no, I get what you're saying, but like with the Napoli team, they added some other players to that team. Like the defense got better with the goalie and the center back. They also added other midfielders to that team. What I'm saying is that when you challenge for a title, like you see what Manchester City are doing right now with Ireland. Ireland is just scoring goals left, right, center, right? When you have that striker, that striker that just gonna bail you out when you need to bail out, he has to be Osimhen. I hear your point about like Khvicha, like he's been doing well. He was when Osimhen was injured, was carrying the team. But the goals without the goals Osimhen doesn't have this season, I don't think they win the league. I don't think they win the league.
Yeah, and I think someone even made it a key point in the streets is for Osimhen. It's the variation of goals that he has scored, because it's headers, it's right foot, it's left foot, it's tap-ins, it's volleys,
he's
it's
more
solo
dynamic
goals.
with his goal scoring.
Yeah, and it's that which means that he wasn't a guy where he was dependent on the service. Like
exactly.
Haaland is a guy who is as good as Haaland is, and Haaland is amazing. He's dependent on the service.
He needs service.
Yeah,
I
he needs
mean,
service. Exactly.
Osimhen is the kind of guy where like he can hit you, he can score so many. That is why he is so sought after, because they're like, bro, this kind of a striker. This is a freaking gold mine where he can feed off he can work in almost any system.
So where should he go?
Can I say?
Can I speak on this issue?
He should stay in Napoli for one more season.
Yeah, stay in Napoli.
I think he should stay in Napoli for one more season.
So before I go to Barry, and Barry, I'll come to you. Osimhen, what should he do?
Stay.
If I was advising Osimhen, and he won't do this, because also, come on, Eric, we know how Nigerians think. The Nigerians love London. They love London so much.
You already said it. No,
they love London. And the same thing with
London woman.
Mikel. But if I was advising Osimhen, bro,
stay in Napoli, man. Develop your game more. Show consistency.
Stay in Napoli.
Do you think Bayern will go for him?
Bayern can't pay 150 million.
No, they can't pay that.
The issue is this. There's only 150. There's only one team, and that's it's United.
Yeah.
Or PSG.
Unless it's PSG.
Chelsea Football Club.
No. But see, the issue is that he's Nigerian, and Nigerians have a lot of
the Premier League.
Premier League.
Yeah.
So Osimhen's dream, because bro, like I just know I'm Nigerian. Nigerian knows that it's about the Premier League. Because your friends, your family, everything are obsessed with the Premier League. So he knows that, bro, my dream is playing the Premier League. So for Osimhen, I think that, because what is what's going to happen? Sorry, Barry, I'll come to you. He's going to have a conversation with the De Laurentiis. And I'm sorry, because I remember what De Laurentiis did with Koulibaly. Because Koulibaly actually missed that boat to really leave at his peak. De Laurentiis would be like, Osimhen, I'm sorry. I didn't let Koulibaly go and we didn't even win the league. You are one of the best strikers in the world who just helped us win our first league in 33 years. 150 million, take it or leave it. Barry, talk to me.
Oh, yeah. I have a lot of love for Osimhen. You know, I don't have fully the Nigerian blood in me like you guys do. I have a little bit of 50%, but I had a lot of love for Osimhen. But I'm gonna take my bias aside. I just think that they're 1A, 1B, and here's one. Because Z-Man brought it up earlier when Osimhen was injured for October, November. Remember that Ajax game? There was no Osimhen, and that's why you knew that Khvicha really had the influence of the team, because he contributed for the goals, the assists to Chucky Lozano, to Elmas, to everybody, Zielinski, and everybody. And Osimhen, I think someone brought it up, like he creates goals for himself. Now he still needs a little bit of the service, but I can see what he means, because he can score different types of goals, like volleys, headers, and just he has a whole package when it comes to goal scoring. But I just think that they're 1A, 1B, because Osimhen needs Khvicha as much as Khvicha needs Osimhen. Like when Osimhen is with the Super Eagles, what happened against Guinea-Bissau? And obviously, Khvicha, what happened when
no, it's you have to say tax, man.
Barry, I'm saying that, Barry. There's a country tax.
Nah, but still, man, we have to keep that same energy. But I just think that they're 1A, 1B. And just one thing for Osimhen, Yeah, I think he needs to stay because
Yeah.
look at this team. Maybe he can do a bit of what Juve did. Maybe he can do a back-to-back, or even a three-peat. Because when you look at that team, it's so complete. And maybe he can
They just
rule
need to
Italy for a bit.
Oh, no,
But
and also because they were so I was watching on CBS Paramount Plus. They did an interview with De Laurentiis. And also, yes, you should watch the interview. It's hilarious. It's on YouTube. So he said that no, the next year now is to win the Champions League. And I said that if not for the referee and UEFA screwing them over, they would have beaten AC Milan. That's only because that's like if the referee and UEFA don't screw them over, they can win the Champions League. So they have ambitions, man. They have ambitions.
Yeah, but I'm done. You can go to
in my opinion.
Okay, wait, hold on, because for the quick Dominskis here. So, let's see. Compare individual records: Gerrard versus Salah. Well, Salah wins. But they say
Salah
no.
wins.
You can't do that because Salah is a striker.
Yeah, different position.
How do you have individual records as a midfielder? Okay, what about Javi's individual records? So no, you can't. That's a moot point. You can't. That's unfair. You can't do.
Best playmaker for a decade, bro.
Oh, stop. Wink. Shout out to I ain't saying that. I'm not saying that. Producing the winning goal.
Shout out to Seaman, man.
Oh my gosh.
David C. Khvicha insert password name. Oh wow.
Respect Georgia.
That's crazy.
Respect
Georgia. Respect Georgia. It's great, and both complement each other. He's a Messi to Osimhen and Suarez. We don't speak about Ghana and Guinea-Bissau.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Yeah, bro. Look,
I know. David say you're right. We don't, so we're not.
We don't.
David say, the United fan in me wants him, but the Nigerian in me speaks louder. And seeing how much love he's getting at Napoli, and seeing how our fans treat MBE, stay. You see, for me, the Nigerian in me wants him to stay at Napoli.
Yeah, yes.
Why do I want him at United? Why would I want him at United? Hell no. So
the Nigerian in you wants him at Chelsea.
Kelvin's a hero. Harry Maguire is horrible because on his birthday certificate, his first name is Miss, and his last
why are we
name
speaking
is
about
Takedown
Maguire when we're
as
talking about Napoli?
That's
no one has spoken.
Bro, that's
Kelvin.
No, you gotta respect his hating, man.
Kelvin, you're getting
Kelvin, man. That's heritage.
His jokes are getting like worse. They're getting like
that's Hangout heritage,
man.
Respect Dave Chappelle, man.
So shout out to Omar Rushdie. By the way, Gerrard's son rates more than his dad.
Wait, actually?
Damn.
I mean, that's the same for every song.
Yeah, that's the same. Doesn't Cristiano's son rate Messi over thingy?
Yeah.
I swear, like his Cristiano's son's favorite player is Messi. Like, and Cristiano said, "Oh yeah, like he loves Messi. Messi's favorite player."
Wait,
hold on, AK, sorry, AK.
Yeah, can I speak on this Gerrard Salah thing, right?
Oh yeah, okay.
I think, I mean, in terms of if you're talking Premier League era, if you're focusing on the trophies that a guy helped you to win, I think it's Mohamed Salah. But if you're talking a guy that transcended Liverpool Football Club, like greatest, that's what I mean. That's what I think of when you think great. Transcended the club, was a symbol of the club. I think it has to be Gerrard, because I think Gerrard carrying those trash bum-ass Liverpool teams to trophies is a bigger...
Okay, so Torres was a bum.
That's why I keep saying they keep
with
saying
every Torres, there was a variety.
That's why you should.
Every Torres was a variety.
Yeah, I think some guys say like, at a period of time, he did have bombs at a period of time, but at a point you had the best 1v1 striker in the world at a point, which was Torres, and at a point you had one of the best DMs in the world in Xabi Alonso. So
Ryan Babel.
Yeah, Ryan.
Babel was good. Babel had some hype.
He had people like Steve Finnan in that team.
Cisse.
And John Arnaisa. Like, I think Gerrard...
Salah has Milner.
No. Don't
disrespect Milner like that.
Yes, I will. Yes, I am.
Yeah, Didier, man.
Yeah, Didier, man, as well. Yeah, I think the thing with Salah is that Liverpool team's achievements will be shared amongst many of the players, like Salah, Mane, Van Dijk, Alisson. Trent. I think that the Liverpool team that won the 05 Champions League, for example, and those FA Cups, that will be attributed to Gerrard, which is the reason why I think Gerrard is just the greater Premier League player in my opinion.
Shout out Carragher, by the way.
HH.
Yes, sir.
I wanted to say about I think Osimhen staying is what's best for him.
Yes.
Yeah, I think him leaving right now, no. It's no.
But I 100% he's gonna push for a move.
Yeah, I want him at United, but I'm thinking to myself, I don't think
here's the thing.
How long does he have on his contract?
Who'd you take?
Is he not 2 years?
Yeah, I think so. Quick, would you take Kane or Osimhen if at United?
Easy question there.
Kane. I take
Kane is complete, more complete, man.
I take Kane because they're not like the way they put because Ten Hag, the philosophy match, like he just he likes to play positional play style, so it likes technical players. So I think it's going for Kane over Osimhen.
All right, Marvin M. Liverpool reaching top 4 shows how mediocre the EPL really is. How can it be such a big through the year and all of a sudden you're fighting for top 4? Look, it's been a weird season. And do you know what I'll say? There are many teams who are in transition. So I'm saying this is transition tax. There are just teams in transition and teams who are not having to rebuild, and sort of are just losers. So
some teams that came out of nowhere.
Wait, I have a question for the panel.
Wait. Let's hear a joke from Kelvin. So Kelvin, another joke. Jorginho has 4 guys. That's why he passes the ball sideways. And Alisson Becker saves balls like he's glued to the spot, looking over his shoulder, like he heard sirens having flashbacks driving. All right.
What? Wait, AJ, are we?
You do dub of the month. You need to do like worst dub of the month.
Yeah.
Wait, AJ, are we rounding off now?
Yeah,
are we rounding off now? Yeah, so I just want to say this before I leave it. I hear Neymar is having his second child. I hope this one is his, and he doesn't have what happened with the last one.
On that point, that's what? Because and all I'll say, Jamal, is that is not his child. So
yeah, that's
wow. No. Let's round off. Let's round off. Let's round off. And guys, remember, this is going to be on Spotify, Amazon. This is going to be on Amazon.
Are they winning?
Google and Amazon.
No, they're losing. They're losing by 11.
It's going to be on Spotify. They're losing. Hold up.
They're losing by 11. Yeah.
This is going to be on Spotify and Amazon and so forth. Check out the podcast. Will be on later on, so you can listen to it afterwards. Peace out, and I'll see you guys on Sunday.
Is Neymar your brother-in-law?
Peace.
That's not Neymar, child.